Hey, what's up, everybody? It is your friendly neighborhood BJJ podcast with Rafa Sparza. We are coming to you live. It is 4:30 Best Coast time. Hey, fun part, UFC. I guess y'all figured out that guess what? If you overbook one side, you're going to run 30 minutes late. Anyway, that's not important. I want to give a big shout out to a few of our friends and followers and all of that sort of good stuff. But we're also going to sign on to our Instagram right now so we can do this as all one big bad bunch of promos. What's up, everybody? It is your friendly neighborhood BJJ podcast with Rafa Sparza. We are coming to you live right now. It is UFC Vegas 17. Greg Hardy's in there, so I can kind of pretend like that's not even happening and address the big things that we have to take care of right up top. Number one, give some love to our friends over at Dodgy Collective. Obviously, I'm wearing this one. Give some love to our friends over at 101 Boxing. Look at Thor. Thor's showing up right now. If you guys ever need great boxing instruction, go on over to them. If you can find them, oh, wait, that's right. Their name includes how you can find them. Take the 101 north until you get to them. Easy. Found. Also, really nice people. Love the instruction out that way. Give some love to our friends over at Dodgy Collective. Listen, this shirt's awesome. You can get more shirts like this, more apparel, all that good jazz. Plus, go to dodgycollective.com, see which ones you like better, the spats or the shorts. I prefer the shorts. I think they're a little bit more classy. That's just my view. You can tell Tim whatever you want to tell him. Also, give some love to our friends over at Manscaped. Use a promotional code VerbalTap to take 20% off of what you put in your cart. Now that's going to do it for us. Right now we're watching Dan Hardy start to put in some work, and he's got an opponent in Perea who also has some knockout power of his own. But in this particular case, I don't know that anybody is really rooting for Greg Hardy. Maybe I'm wrong. You guys can chime off in the comment section. Tell me what you think. A little note here. We give props. We give a nice toast to those who get finishes within regulation who are fighting. Now, we also give toast to those who like and share this video on Facebook, who give us a subscription over on YouTube, or who give us tons of hearts and appreciation over on the Instagrams. That's it. That's as easy as it is. And you guys make this a fun day of talking about fights, the more that you interact. So the more comments I get, the more I actually build them into the show. So don't feel shy, don't feel weird. Just know that you're part of an ongoing conversation. Like right now, Jeff Hardy, or I'm sorry, I wish it was Jeff Hardy that was in there. Greg Hardy, backing up and actually looking pretty good on the striking, if we're being thus honest, into the show. What's up, Frosty BJJ? I hope you're having a great day. Nick, you seem like a welcome addition to our show, and we're pleased to have you here today. Tybura looking to see if he can get his distance in at any given point here. Also, in a few minutes, you're going to see me start to drink this. I'll go over what it is in just a second, but we got to hold down business and shot it right now. It says from Robert Squirime, it says, I put $10 on Hardy, so I get to cheer for either result. I mean, that's fair. I don't know why anybody really wants to bet on Greg Hardy, but I get you probably just want to go ahead and do it. It says best fight commentary community is right here. That is motherfucking correct here. Christopher James Velez. And part of that reason is you guys. I am just the facilitator. I am the mouthpiece to what it is that you're saying. It says, ignoring the shipping issues, had the super fast delivery checked. My shirt is on the way. Thank you so much. That shit made me really reconsider selling through them if it was going to be that hard of a thing. But yes, awesome. Appreciate you. You're great. When you get it, send us a photo of you wearing it, and we will do a toast for you. Actually, this is a LaCroix, so I'm not going to lie. I'm not going to toast you with a LaCroix. I'm going to toast you with a beer, but I got to fucking water up since, I'm going to be on air for a little bit. But appreciate you. I cannot wait to see our Grappling Hour Army continuing to support us. We love you guys. Thank you so much. It means the world to us here. And here's the nice part. Like I said, you're going to be one of the first people to get this shirt because I haven't even shipped it out to a couple of our friends. I literally was on the way to the post office to do one of them, and we had to wait, so I got to send that on Monday. Might even get there. User error as always, bro. Hey man, listen, I sometimes when I see something that says free shipping for me, I go, I don't know if that works for you guys. I don't know if it's just the person who designed it. Tybura in on a takedown. He's only at 9 significant strikes against Hardy's 22, but Hardy pushes him off and now is bullying him up against the cage. And I do not like how Tybura is trying to block some of these with his face. Not exactly the world's best way of doing it. He's now starting to bob and weave a little bit. What's up, Sven? Hope you're doing well. Appreciate you. This is good stuff. I appreciate you, man. That makes me feel all nice. I love it. Can't get enough of it. Sven, it's good to see you, bro. I know that you are out of town now. I hope that things went well, travel went well, and that you are having a fantastic day, sir. But yes, we try to do great shows. We try to do great commercial time for y'all. And Tybura he is busted up at the end of this very first round. Yes, Christopher James Velez, Sven Factor is here. I will not ask him who he's going for. I may do it for the next fight because I think the rest of us are all hoping that I keep wanting to call him every other Hardy. The Hardy brothers are in there. Jeff Hardy. Greg Hardy. We're all hoping that Greg Hardy loses in this fight. But as we said a little bit earlier, check this out. Look at this shit. We got some merch, y'all. Y'all need to go support us. I'm going to put it in the comment section so that you guys can go give us some support. Buy one of these, it supports the show, and it supports me. Therefore, it supports most shit like this, where I can spend time with you guys. Actually, you know what? If I'm being honest, it probably just supports this habit. Please buy a shirt to support my drinking habits. That's the way I'm going to promote it. Yo, Sven, let's do this, bro. We should trade. You give me a strength and mobility, I'll wear that one. I'll give you one of these. That's too unfair. I can't take more of your kindness to me. It says Tybura should end his combos with a left hook. Hardy seems to be in love with his cross. So look at that. Cheers. Boom. I'm going to do that as soon as I pour this out because I'm trying. You guys are such bad influences on me. I'm just trying to water up for a split second here. Robert, though, that is some good analysis. You should be ending his combos with a left hook. Hardy, though, I think the reason is he's in love with them is because he keeps finding a home for them. Look at that shit. Consistently. He found a home for that cross consistent throughout that. It would normally leave him a little bit open. You'd probably see that happening a little bit better if he wasn't so surprised each time. But I don't know, man. I think we've said this joke about Tybura before, but the way that he sports his UFC shorts, it looks almost like a diaper. Have we said that joke before? I think we've done it. But yeah, we'll take care of that, bro. Sven, we will do that shirt exchange, and it'll be great because, guys, if you haven't been to Strength and Mobility and you're out here in California, you're just wrong. It's just great training, and more importantly, every kind of training. Strength, weight, mobility, jiu-jitsu, fighting, all of it. I would fight Sven more if it meant I got to get more mat time in there. But it's really hurtful, and it really takes a long time to recover. And apparently it also leads you to the top of the jiu-jitsu charts at Whoop. So, I think it speaks for itself. I think that should be part of the ad we cut for Sven now. So good, you're almost at the #1 spot. All right, second round, 3:30 left right now. Tybura throwing a little bit more efforts here, but he keeps going for that single leg snatch each time. The problem with that is when he's not changing the level all the way through, his body's so much more upright that Hardy doesn't even stuff. He doesn't go to sprawl. He doesn't do anything. He just lifts him back up and says, cross. And I think that becomes problematic after a number of those. And it says Tybura slinging for that KO. Absolutely, man. But if you see, I think he's probably going to try and slip in for another one of those single leg snatches, if I'm not mistaken. With this much time in here, hopefully he sets it up a little bit better. But yeah, I do understand he wants to stay out of the direct line of sight for Greg Hardy, because I think he's already taken a little bit of punches that he doesn't feel great about. But look at these hands right now in Tybura, who's pretty much looking to try and find any angle. He connects there. That's pretty good. Robert, you weren't talking about necessarily a hook, but I'll take what he was putting out right there. Look at this. It very much is just a charge ahead. I think that's what happens when you're that big. You go, hey, do you change levels when you shoot in? No. I just press forward and faster. And look here, Tybura. I see this note from Robert. It says, Hardy looking a little gassed right now. Who knows, man? Maybe they might give him another inhaler. Oh, snap, I said it. That's right. Remember when he cheated in one of his most major prominent UFC fights of all time? Oops. Hardy, though, trying for that 100%. Getting the underhook here to pay off a little bit more for him. Tybura timing it a little bit better. This is going to put a little bit of danger on Greg Hardy, who immediately starts trying to get up, posting his right elbow out. Tybura all on top of that. It says Tybura got the takedown. He absolutely did there. That was actually really well done on his part. We talked about him trying to time it, but I think the thing that was a deciding factor for him here might have been that cage work. I think him being able to utilize the cage a little bit to his advantage was the missing component. Just trying to snatch the leg from the center of the octagon wasn't really paying off for him. But look at all the pressure now. It does look like Greg Hardy's in a completely different world. He's trying to get back up. And now this is one of the first times that we've seen him pressed up like this, where he's got to suck wind. Pun? Is that a pun? I don't think so. Because, the whole asthma thing. We'll let the judges decide that one. And it says not defending. Absolutely he's not defending, dude. This is a foreign realm to him. The referee is definitely on top of it, looking to see if he's going to make any improvements. But this is a very unusual spot for Hardy to be in. And this is, wow, they may have to stop this one right now. And they do. It says it's done. Wait for it. And wow. I do have to admit, though, that is quite the anticlimactic white guy celebration. Like, it's not quite the Rob Van Dam, Mom, Van Dam. It's just literally him being like, huzzah! I have done it. I am the winner. Just looks slightly lame. Hardy needs that inhaler right about now. Hey, listen, guys. Let's just say this. I don't know how you guys feel. Or you guys feel. But we've been waiting for Greg Hardy to get the shit kicked out of him. And this feels kind of glorious. So, we're going to have to pour this one out right now. Oh, shit. Okay, bad news. I'm not drinking this one. Here's why. On here, it says, this sounds delicious. Okay, let's be that clear. Imperial Stout with raspberry vanilla and Marcona almonds added. Okay? Now, I'm in with that. That sounds delicious. I don't know if you can read that, but if you could see that, just do the reverse of that number. You guys will see the real number. That's the real number of what I was about to drink. 13.5. I'm not drinking that right now. I'm on air. Jesus. Oh, God. It looks so good. I was like, fuck, this is great. It's got a rocket ship and a car. Like a car attached to a rocket. How could that lead you astray? Raph, you owe us. I owe you, dick. I'm going to get another beer in a second, but I'm going to have to walk away. And that way you guys are at least acknowledging the fact that when I walk away, it's not just because I want to go away. It's because I have to get a different beer. What is it, Milo 666 Miko? That's a name. Hope you're doing well. But yes, I will drink. I will do that. We'll remind you guys, if you give us a like and a share, I will give you guys a toast on air. Just not with this beer. Not today. 13.5. Holy shit. I asked the guy to make some recommendations over at Blackbeard Brewing Company. And, he did give me some recommendations, but holy fuck. I thought this was rather inexpensive, too. It's a collaboration between Hoof-Hearted Brewing and Dougie's Brygger. Yikes. Okay, so here's what's going to happen. I'm just going to step away for 20 seconds and go grab another beer in my collection while you guys take a listen. I don't have any going away graphic. It's just going away, walking back in a second. You'll see me. You probably still hear me. Yep, still great. Alright, I'm coming back. That's how fast this was. Okay, so on this one, sorry I had to walk away. I brought options this time. Maybe I'll let you guys vote on it. Get toasty. That's not bad. All right, before I give it to a vote, let's see how much of these I am in on. Okay, that's not bad. Okay, so here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to show you guys the beers. You guys get to decide which beer I'm having. Wait till I'm done. First beer is the Montucky Cold Snack. Look at that. Okay. Option 1. Option 2. Get Toasty. Get Toasty. Option number 2. And option number 3, Velociraptor. Vote in the comment section for which one I'm drinking. 1, 2, or 3. And I will drink it. So, Perea is saying he knew in the first round it would be hard to take him down, but he had to just stay consistent. He ended up getting it in the end. And he said he was eventually able to take him down, as the plan was. I see blue can all day long. Number 1. Okay. How about you guys? Let me know. You've got about 20... let's make it 60 seconds. That's what I'll do. I'm going to put on a stop clock for you guys. Actually, I think there's a stopwatch on this thing now. Oh, look at that. Wonderful. Countdown. Okay. That's what it is. 2 minutes. Auto start. You have 2 minutes to tell me which beer I'm going to drink. At the end of the 2-minute marker is when I will go ahead and pick the beer that I'm doing. I have 1 vote for 1, 1 vote for 3. Just saying, because Christopher makes a very compelling point here in saying 'tis the season to get toasty. So, could be dicey, guys. Right now. Oh, wait, 1 and 3. No. Toasty was number 2. Get Toasty was number 2. Okay? Number 3 is Velociraptor. So you just voted for number 3. So it's between these two right now, unless you're going to change your vote. Look at that. You got 1 minute left. And hurry, because I'm thirsty. So, pick one. Shit, 2. Okay. So, it's between these two right now. If you guys are joining in, number 1 or 2. I see 2 now. Okay. 45 seconds. You don't want to let this one be decided by the judges. Don't let it go to the judges. Gross. Hopefully they're going to do a plug for Combat Jiu-Jitsu and for SUG tomorrow. We're almost out of time here, people. Don't make anything that you're going to regret. Remember, as drunk as I am is as drunk as the show goes. How many views we get? It depends, honestly. People come in and out of the shows. So there are some days where we do these things and we get like in the thousands, and then there are some days where it's not in the thousands. It just depends. But we get people who show up in and out or votes. Okay. Well, right now I got a couple over from the IG as well. Honestly, guys, it looks like Get Toasty is going to win. The only thing that I have to figure here, though, is am I really going to go to Get Toasty even though the person who voted for it and started that push was actually talking about Velociraptor? It's a very difficult decision at this point. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to make the decision. Today, I will be drinking, for the second part of the show, it says, sorry, too much bourbon votes. I got you, bro. Ooh, this actually looks pretty good. What's up, Jever Durbo06? So, we're about to do our toast to Tibura, which we have to make sure that we do because we were all relieved, thank God, that he ended up beating up, you know, the really stupid and, God, unfortunate Greg Hardy that we've all been waiting to see happen. All right, here we go. Jeffer, thank you very much. We are watching UFC Vegas 7, and the winner is Get Toasty. So that's what I'm going to drink right now. We'll be doing that toast in just a second. I feel like that's right, because, you know, we're toasting people, so we should get toasty, right? That's the first time we've done this as a vote. I think we might do that again. The only reason I don't tend to do it is because I don't want to get the other beers cold, because I'm here the whole time. But if producer wife Kelly makes her way back over, then I'll have her take him on in. In the meantime, let us do our toast right now to make sure that we give due props to the man of the minute, Marcin Tybura. All right. This toast goes on out to Marcin Tybura. Sir, thank you. On behalf of the entire community, just thank you for knocking out Greg Hardy. We've all been pushing for that to happen, and time again, he has somehow managed to win, and it's been annoying AF. And yet, here we are. He has handed his first loss in MMA. Well, I think it's his second, actually. Oh, it's third. Oh, yeah, that's right. I forgot the illegal DQ did count as a loss. Anyway, long story short, we're just happy you did it. Cheers to you, good sir. Actually, that's really good. What's up, Abode? What is up, 5 Obek? Glad you guys are joining us. I'm actually having this. This is super delicious. Okay. This one comes from our friends Compliments of Hop Merchants. And check it out. It's called Get Toasty. First off, it's really good. And it is a coconut porter. And it's Get Warm and Toasty with flavors of cacao, caramel, and a toasted coconut with a smooth, silky, roasty, toasty body. Let this porter carry you away. Oh, and it will. It will carry me away. It's going to be a delicious sleep here tonight. So, very much looking excited for that one to take me to the nice slumber place this evening. And it says, tough decision between these fighters. As a Rican, I gotta go with Font, but I've been to a Marlin seminar. That's a very difficult decision for you. I'm very sorry for the decisions that you have to make in that realm. But here we are. Alright, let's make sure we're giving these some shares so that everybody can come along and play along with us here tonight. Want to make sure y'all are playing along with us. Give us a like and a share. We'll give you a toast on air. You know the rules. Love to hear who you guys have here tonight in this next fight, as we mentioned just a few seconds ago. And as Christopher James Velez was so eloquently putting, do you have Marlon Moraes versus, or do you have Rob Font? Marlon Moraes or Rob Font? Comments, go. All right, people. Super excited you guys are joining us. I see a note here. Oh, look at this. Font. It says, okay, headed to the zone at 5 as a friend is on the card, so relying on you entirely for the UFC. Okay, I got you, bro. I will not let you down. I was going to say let you down, and then I realized, ooh, I might, though. Well, you know what's not letting me down? This Get Toasty. Get Toasty. Because there's no better way to appear on air for long periods of time than by just drinking lots of alcohol. Ah, delicious. It's actually really good. I have to give them a lot of credit for that one. All right, fams. Everybody's talking about this fight right now. Kamaka, our good friend, says great comeback for Tybura. I would have to agree with him. Okay, people. I'm also seeing another new comment here that says, Toasty equal good enough for me. Absolutely, dude. Listen, I'm not picky, especially when it comes to getting great beers to go into it. What's up, Jiu-Jits? Us? One? Welcome to the show. Glad you're here. Abode. Who do you got on this next fight? Do you got Marlon or do you got the Font? Who do I have on this one? That's a good question. Actually, I didn't think about that one. I believe earlier our good friend Dan Hubler was making an impassioned plea for one Rob Font. I think I got to go with Rob Font on this one. Yeah, I think I'm good with that. It says right. Did I see that right? What is this? Instagram commercial. That's a great question. What is up, Fight Killer? Glad you're here. Definitely gonna have to work this one off tomorrow. Alright, I'm gonna give this a quick share and then we'll get back. I want to make sure that if anybody has liked and shared this already, that we give you guys a toast. I see Christopher James Velez did give us a share. We'll take care of you in a few minutes, fam. And as we mentioned a little bit earlier, yes, we will be bringing on one Chase Hooper on Verbal Tap this week. I'm very excited to get that booking. He apparently saw our breakdown of his heel hook, and he really liked it. If you haven't seen it, go check it out on our YouTube page on Grappling Hour. I think you guys will enjoy it. My good friend, Mike Frosto, did an excellent breakdown of Chase Hooper's finish. We'll go over to that in just a few. But in the meantime, feel free, grab a beer, join along with us, cheers along with us, have some fun. And there's the share over to Verbal Tap. Join us for some fights coverage tonight. Bam. And I think right about now, they might also be putting on Third Coast Grappling, now that I think about it. So I'm going to try and keep just a passing view on what is happening there. But first, we should do a quick toast for our pal, yours and mine, one Christopher James Velez. This cheers goes on out to Christopher James Velez. First and foremost, thank you so much for the share. But second, I want to tell you this. Christopher James Velez, his family goes way, way deep. In fact, he's so American that he's Puerto Rican. His family was one of the first people who said, you know what, Puerto Rico should probably be incorporated in the United States. And the United States fought tooth and nail, and yet his family was one of the first people to make it happen. So cheers to you, Christopher James Velez, for making history and making us have to accept some other version of brown people that America just doesn't really get sometimes. Cheers. Frosto related to Strike Force Frosto? Not to my knowledge. He has fought MMA. But unless I really missed that part of his bio, no. Mike Frosto is a 10th Planet Brown Belt. He usually films a bunch of things for the folks over at Combat Jiu-Jitsu and for EBI and stuff like that. So he's actually out in Mexico right now. So I'm very excited for that guy. And we'll actually probably do another breakdown with him this week. So hopefully that answers your question. Meanwhile, look at this. We got another follower today. Cheers to you, Ryan Palmer. That's how you know we get new people coming in, saying hello, becoming fans of the show, and that makes a huge impression on us. Makes us allowed to do this whole shindig forever. I mean, technically, we don't really need anybody's permission. It's just kind of nice to give credit to those people who follow us. Christopher says, where's Sven? Bad news on that one. Sven is not with us at this moment. Sven also is a new father. So, you know, he he might be preoccupied doing diaper duty or something to the effect. When I've trained with him, he's told me, he's like, yo, if you don't see me, I probably have to go do something else. Woo! Beautiful takedown. Right up top from Magic. Marlon Moraes. God damn. He is already working a pass super easily here. And we are looking to see how things are going over on the Third Coast Grappling side. I'm going to go ahead and double check that we are signed in. Well, bam, log in. Ooh. Marlon Moraes already in on a guillotine, but he has to get up to his feet, and Rob Font pressing him up against the cage. Jeez, ooh, and a knee to the cage. Never do that to me. Oh, congrats, Sven. And it says Marlon is doing great. Yeah, but don't count out Rob Font. Rob is doing an excellent job. Oof. Magic is coming in with a takedown, lifts him up, brings him down actually way gingerly than I thought he would. What's up, Kings Combat Sports? Good to see you guys. Hope everything is going well for y'all. And yes, we are on live with Third Coast Grappling as well. I'm not exactly sure where they are on the card. I saw Hernandez and DJ Brooker, so we'll double check that in a moment. But yes, we are currently watching UFC Vegas 17. And right up top, Magic Marlon Moraes is just not letting up, dude. Rob Font is trying to get up, doing all he can. There is a potential lockdown that he could do here, but I think he's just so stuck and tagged into this position that there's really very little give here. The pressure looks really well done by Moraes. Yeah, I think DC is talking about the fact that if you look at previous fights, Ricky Simone was able to get a takedown on Rob Font, so that plays a huge part of probably coming up with a good strategy here. Look at this. Rob Font has the ability to maybe go to a closed guard, but he is so preoccupied and so just overwhelmed that he's not even taking the precautions to protect himself. And Christopher James Velez says, I wish I had Marlon's pressure. You and me both, pal. That's a pretty impressive amount of pressure that he is putting on him. So I'm going to take a look here. I do notice that, yes, Sean Patrick Flannery is helping out with the commentary, thank God, with the Third Coast Grappling, which is admittedly struggled very badly with it. Magic is doing great. I see that note here again. Oof. Now we're at a striking competition, and Moraes is making it a little uncomfortable. Nice to the midsection here. Oof. Now you're seeing Rob Font coming. Ooh, he is connecting on Moraes. Beautiful back kick. Oh, but Moraes takes one on the chin, and now he's starting to duck down. This is a huge opportunity for Font. He could finish this right now. He is continuing the strikes on here. Yes, in a ducked down version, Moraes is trying to cover up, but his face is just continuing to expose. He is barely breaking up any of these strikes, and the referee steps in. Talk about a comeback. I knew I said I was going for Rob Font, but I did not know that it was going to be to that degree. Marlon Moraes was winning that fight overwhelmingly with pressure, but Rob Font did not crumble. He came back strong, and he will be getting a toast in just a few seconds. Look at this. It says both of these fighters are using cheat codes. Rob Font throwing those hands, and it says, damn, Rob killing it. My God. What is up, Beats Boutique? What's up, Almar Shood? What a day. That was a pretty good fight, man. Back and forth everywhere. Yeah, DC say, like, the fight's over, bro. He's dead. Stop hitting him. He's already dead. What's up, Arm and Hammer? All right. Damn, Rob killing it is a very easy way to say that. Boom. All right. Well, that was a beautiful way to start the... Not even start. Greg Hardy getting punched was a beautiful way to start. This is just a beautiful way to continue what's going on. What's up, Korean Zombie? Are you coming up here to just show off and tell people that you got one right? I think you are. What is up, Obi-Wan? Look at this. Let's go. Hey, you know what? This could not have started better for Dan Hubler. Here's why. Not only did he tell you this is the way you should bet on this fight, but the fight card started with Greg Hardy getting knocked out. And I didn't get to put this on the telecast earlier when he was on the air with us. But I think that Dan, it says I don't even care about my bet. Dan earlier, I didn't even bring this up when we were doing it, but I screenshot this, and I know you guys can't read it, but I'll read it for you. Dan put on his Instagram, it says, if you need to make a snack during tonight's fights, wait until the main card kicks off at 4 p.m. because fuck Greg Hardy. And this is why you see a comment from Dan that says, I'm just happy Greg Hardy got his ass beat. And we all are. It was magical. It was wonderful. I'm very pleased that's exactly what ended up happening there. So, what a fucking hilarious thing to see. Rob Font. Jesus. 3 in a row for that kid, bro. Good for him. All right, so I'm looking to see where they are on the fight card right now on the Third Coast Grappling. I'm going to look that up, and I will give you guys more information in just a second. And that's right. We got Stoner versus Prokopos tomorrow, leading off the card. Third Coast. Let's see where they are on their land. Let me see. DJ Booker, Ben Liao, Eric Wright. So they're still in the prelims, about halfway through over on that. We'll keep a passing eye view on what is happening over on that card. But, man, what a huge statement from Rob Font tonight. Eek. Jab looking on point. Ugh. Yeah, you could just see the life sucking out of Marlon Horesh. And then right here, 1, 2, uppercut. Ducks down, tries to go for a single, doesn't get any part of it. Font just stays on him, gets these hammer fists, connects. The referee finally has too much and says, we're done. All right, Rob Font talking. This is how you can tell the swag is there. He's got a chain on. Good for him. It almost looks like he's wearing a chain that just says Cantors. Rob's just very emotional, and understandably so. DC trying to find his way into a question. And DC has no idea where to look. He's not looking at the camera. He's literally looking at a screen, so I can't tell if he's just reading something at this point. It just says here, he is so quick. I mean, it's more than just being quick, bro. Oh, he's so quiet. Gotcha. Let me see. Nope. I am. Keep streaming. Whew, what a day. Good for them. All right, let's do our cheers. And he's saying he hits hard. It says, do referees regularly go knee on belly for KO'd fighters? It seems like they never want the fighter to stand up too quickly. Yeah, I think it's probably a precaution to make sure that they don't take any kind of damage. It's a good control position. Recommend it. Rob Font is calling out TJ Dillashaw. He says, whoever he needs to fight that gets him closer to the belt, that's who he wants to fight. It says, Raph, you doing commentary on commentary is the best. I'm just saying, dude, it's a hard job. It's just, what the fuck is this? Dude, I make sure that whenever I am trying to communicate with you guys that I make eye contact as best I can. Doesn't mean it's always going to happen, but at the very least, you don't see me going, hey, Christopher James Velez, it's good to have you here. I don't have a question, but I'm going to find my way to... It's like, no, I just commit and I go, hello, Christopher James Velez. Thank you very much for your comment. Here's another one. It says, put on a class on to do his interview. I'm just saying, it's just simple things. Small little things make a huge difference when you are performing and or presenting. Is it too much to ask? Just for a little bit of class up in this motherfucker? So yes, that's all I'm asking for here, kids. Alright, well, my internet sucks on that one, so instead I'm going to pull on Flow Grappling on my phone. I'm going to remind you guys this is a great opportunity for y'all to show some support and love for the show. We will put up a link in the section on the chats. Check this out, Grappling Hour merch, go buy it. Show some support to us, love us, give us your money, aka just your support. And it says, dude, chaos all day. Damn, coming in strong here, fam. You are out here trying to just sway people into going for the chaos. I don't know if I'm there. Not gonna lie. I don't think that I am. So here we go. Let me put this in the comment section so y'all can go find it. We'd love for you guys to go support and buy from your pal here, Rafa Esparza, the official Grappling Hour t-shirt. Now I'm going to pin that one up to the top. And there you go. Feel free to give that some notes. All right. Appreciate y'all having a blast here. What's up, Morgan? You're back. Just listen, talk about great timing. I was just talking about getting that t-shirt. Morgan is going to be one of the first people to get this goddamn t-shirt. Y'all, love it. Appreciate it. Let's do it. All right. So that's what I got for you guys. More stuff, more comments, more everything to come. Y'all great. Oof. All right, we're now going to go into the third fight. Going to look over and see what the UFC has for us. Michelle Perea versus Chaos Williams. That's going to be a good fight. I was saying I'm going for Michelle. I mean, dude, that dude was doing like 9 up kicks. Like the kip ups that you were doing in his fucking weigh-in. Can't get enough of that. That's too good. What's up, JMCG? All right, here's what I got. Appreciate you guys for dropping on in. We're making our way through this. We just have 3 more fights left. That's incredible to think. We have blown through this card. As a reminder, if you give us a like and a share, we will give you a toast on air. That is as simple as it works here, fams. And this is our last UFC Fight Companion of the year. We've been doing them nonstop. It's not the last Fight Companion period of the year. We have 2 that are going back-to-back tomorrow. We've also got some fun events that we're putting in the works. So just make sure, keep that on the down low. Don't want too many people just blowing up my DMs. Just kidding. I mean, at this point, tell everybody, but you know. Because tomorrow we return right back at it, and we're going to have fucking amazing analysis going in. All right. You got Sanko in the octagon talking about Chaos Williams. apparently going over his fight coverage. I do kind of like that. That's a little gimmicky with the weird TV screen in there. And it says, sure, Chaos knocks out everybody in round 1, but can't he do a backflip? That's a great comment. I actually appreciate that so much. All right, I'm seeing those notes. Look at that. Look at those kip ups. They look great. And it begs the question, why do you need to do a kip up in the middle of a weigh-in? It begs the question. I'm just saying. Perea, Williams, coming up next. All right, fam. Tell me who you guys got. I got a couple notes here all over the place. Christopher James Les obviously going for Chaos. Word remains to be seen on where the rest of you guys are going to fall in line on this one. But that doesn't mean I don't want to hear it. Would love to hear where you're coming at. Vegas 17 card. There we go. Shared. Appreciate y'all. Okay. Just double checking to make sure all the notes I'm getting. It's incredible to see. Hubler put on his thing. It just said, it's a fucking Christmas miracle. Fuck Greg Hardy. Yeah, no, he's not wrong. That's magic to see. Ah, what a day. Oh my god, is that what ended up happening? Oh god. One of my friends did a backyard fight. This kid's too good to be backyard fighting. Alright. I'm waiting to see here. It says a note I got a little bit earlier said, listen, I am all for this. I definitely want to see Chaos Williams get the win. The question is, can he beat Perea's movement? Possible, of course. I don't know. I mean, it's just interesting to see how you see Michel Perea. He's put together these really cool combat wins, and I don't know, man. I've been pretty into it. I like what he puts down, even though it's batshit insane. All right. Again, as we want to remind you guys, tomorrow we get back to work. We do another breakdown. We'll have a panel on for that one. It'll be a lot of fun. I'm looking forward to seeing a few of our friends come join us for some funness. Look at that. Look at the... Ugh. I love when I see the hearts go up for that one. Christopher James Velez giving a heart on over to our shirt there. That's the nicest. Want to make sure if you guys want to go ahead and like and share this, we'll give you a toast on air. That is as easy and as simple as it goes. But we are now rounding second base. Let's say second base, because we're about halfway done on this broadcast. But that doesn't mean that we're going to just phone it in here, people. Look at this. William Tackett promoting his shit, reminding us that he is doing the thing here tonight. Oh, Jesus. Yeah, not just one of my friends, several of my friends went to have some backyard fights. Good Lord. Ah, these goons. That's how you can tell things are amiss for all of our friends who are fighters who need fights to have. They're just like, you know what? I'll fight anywhere, dude. Who gives a fuck? I've texted them all just to let them know they're all fucking crazy. But that's what 2020 is, y'all. They wanted to get some fights in before Christmas. Yo, this dude who's in this Verizon 5G commercial looks like it's Hootie from Hootie and the Blowfish. So I'm just trying to see what this kid is up to now. I'm like, yo, I thought he was doing country music. I didn't know shit got that bad. Yikes. So ESPN Plus is the place to be. We want to remind you guys again, Chase Hooper coming on Verbal Tap later this week. We're also going to have our end of the year retrospectives. So we'll probably do a retrospective with some of our friends. Look at that. How can you hate him? You can't hate that shit. That dude's strutting on you hoes. Look at that. Swag. 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 Yeah, I can't hate you. Okay, so Abode, I don't know if you're here on this one, but yeah, I'm with you on this. Michelle Perea is just, it's too fun, man. And Chaos Williams wants none of it. Chaos Williams wants to commit murder in that cage right now. Look at the focus in on him. Yo, I need to meme that face a little bit later. That's what I gotta do. He's on an 8-5 win streak, 6 first-round finishes, and 7 of 11 wins come from knockouts. 6 of them knockouts. And Robert chiming in and saying, I love Chaos's energy. I don't disagree with you. I think we both got a split here. I think there is perfect reason to love Chaos's energy, but I can't get over the energy being exuded by one Michelle Perea. Like, it's just, both of them are doing exactly what they need to do right now. And I am all about that life. What's up, Megan? Thank you very much for the like. As always, give us a like and a share. Nope, do not move them. Oh, no. Connected. There we go. Sorry about that. If the sound quality changed at all, but we are back here. We are going strong, and we appreciate you guys. There we go. Hopefully, you guys hear me regular on the Instagram again. And it says from Robert, it says, Chaos must be using his Shogun to download Perea's techniques before the fight starts. He might be, man. God, it's so funny. It is pretty great. Look at that. It says, how awkward must Joe Martinez feel to be standing in between Perea dancing in the octagon and Chaos staring a hole right through him to his opponent. Intensity persified. That's pretty funny, Mike Heck. I just like, oh. Alright, here we go. About to get into this fight. Give us a like and a share. We will toast you on air. That's as easy as it is, fams. But thus far, we've been having a blast. I've been enjoying watching these fights with you guys. We're going to enjoy watching tomorrow. He's still frozen. Yo, somebody hit the reset button just to make sure that Chaos is actually operating. It says, dude, Chaos is always having the same dead face. It's so good, though. I know Abode, you're probably around here somewhere. What's up, Thor? Thor, have you ever had an opponent look at you and stare a hole into you like that? I have a feeling that you're the guy that normally does that to people. But do you not love the energy that Chaos is putting out there right now? I personally want to go for the breakdancing dude in Michelle Perea. But I can't disavow the fact that that's hilarious. It says right here, like and share, we will toast you on air, rhymes, so it must be true. Absolutely, dude. I go to the Johnny Cochran School of Law and Argumentation. Here we go. Round the first. 3, 2, 1, go. All right, you got Perea in the yellow trunks, Chaos Williams in the blue trunks. Perea starting to move around. Williams a little bit more stationary in his stance. It'll be interesting to see which gentleman here commits first to trying to start their movement. Both of these guys have excellent energy that they can go ahead and utilize and channel at any given second. Williams just getting a feint in. Perea connects a couple times. What's up, Jessica? Okay, and it says, okay, Michelle is firing off. Absolutely. Still a lot of sidestepping here. I wonder if Michelle is just trying to set up maybe one of these kicks. The way he seems to almost switch between the stances, it almost looks like he's about to try and load on one of them and spinning back kick here. Definitely with a kick. And ooh, Williams charges in and kind of gets tossed up for his efforts. And it says, just push Chaos off like a kid. Yeah, pretty much, man. It'll be interesting to see who makes the next move here. And again, Perea just trying to look with all of his movement, just keep it a little disorienting. It's a straight up weird ass fight, y'all, though. Like, real talk, I'm looking at this and I'm thinking, like, of course these are the guys. Holy fuck, Perea just tried to Superman punch off of the fence. He knew that Anthony Showtime Pettis was on this and said, yo, I got one of those too. I hope he doesn't kip up at least once in this fight. If he doesn't, it's a real missed opportunity, if we're being honest. Almost takedown attempt by Williams. Perea stays standing. Just going to double check here, make sure that we are not missing anybody. If we have to catch up on toasts within a second, we will do so. It says, more breakdancing on the outside by Michelle. Yeah, dude, I mean, that's what you need to do. If you need to spice up a round, just get some breakdancing in. Oh, Chaos. Williams connects a couple times there. Perea left himself open. And just looking at the career of one Michel Perea, like, just the way he fights, it's very interesting. You figure, okay, well, how do you have this many fights? The dude is 24-11-2, and he has a loss against Diego Sanchez with the illegal knee, and a loss, or I'm sorry, yeah, against Tristan Connolly. But a win over Danny Roberts, a win over Salim Imanev, and that was a rear naked choke that he had, and that was back in September. And that was known as the performance of the night. That was a really fun one to watch. He's a very interesting fighter. He's only been knocked out once, and he's only been submitted once, but he has 8 decision losses here. So there is an opportunity for him to get knocked out if he keeps open like that. But just given his record and his history, it might be hard to do. I see a toast in line for one Megan Johnson. We'll get to you in just a few minutes. But as you guys remember, a like and a share gets you a toast on air. Interesting. The pace on this is very, very well done, just in terms of watching both of these monsters just not utilize all of their energy all at once. Nice kick there by Perea. Williams almost seemed to draw it out of him. With just 10 seconds to go, it looks like we will see a second round here. Round 2, yeah? Yep, we go to a round 2. Fascinating. All right, this toast goes on out to our friend Megan Johnson. Megan Johnson, a lot of people don't know this, but Megan Johnson is the person who actually reads through all the letters to Santa to make sure that they're actually appropriate. Most of the times when they, like, send them to Santa, she's the person that, like, goes, oh, this person's been naughty, this person's been nice. So if you get a really good gift from Santa, you want to thank Megan Johnson. Cheers to you, Megan Johnson, for being the kind soul that sorts through what can only be a real shit show for the post office. Well, bam. You guys can get one of those too. If you're a fighter in there and you happen to get a win and a knockout within regulation, or you give us a like and a share on Facebook. It's that easy. Christopher James Velez says, Michelle seems to be throwing Chaos's game. I'd agree. Appreciate you. Yeah, I don't know, man. I think if we return back to that, I think Michelle is very, I think he's hard to just kind of contain. I think there's a lot of trying to make sure that you can get a good series of responses out of him. And I think that Chaos is just so dialed in focused that he's actually maybe just too in the zone where he's leaving his own self a little bit lackluster on the offense. But I say that, and now he's starting to just charge ahead. So what the fuck do I know? Let's see how this plays out. 4:33 on my clock. Hopefully you are somewhere close in that region right now. Perea like ducks down just to sense the jab, and I feel like he's doing that so that he can stand right back upright and then maybe utilize that as some sort of reach that he uses for his strikes once he just kind of like ducks in. But watch, like he changes the level a little bit and he looks to go straight to that midsection and then he propels back up. I think he's just looking for a way to find a little bit of a place where Chaos is not covering up. Chaos just charging ahead. I think he's just getting frustrated being pigeonholed in that section. And it says, why did the commentator call Chaos his government name? I don't know. That's a great question. Christopher, I missed this question that you said, which was, how do you have that first round? I don't know, dude. That's a fucking weird-ass fucking first round. I guess Perea, and the second round, a little bit more advantage for Chaos Williams. Don't even know. It says Chaos is finally clinched up against the cage. Yeah, this is a weird-ass fight. I don't even know that I'm going to have the expertise to fully call it the right way. Because, look, I think that Perea is doing more flashy nonsense, but it just doesn't look like it connects or has the same kind of impact as Perea's. Or, I'm sorry, as Chaos Williams's. Because, like, Chaos Williams has a little bit more of that classic stance in boxing that does pay off a little bit better. Like, when he connects, you do see Perea's head pop up a little bit more. So I wouldn't be surprised if Chaos Williams is actually ahead on this one, but it's hard to argue when you see Perea just kind of chucking him around. And of course, MMA Fighting is chiming in and saying that Perea is more active in this second round. And it makes me think, like, kind of, yes. I don't know. How do you guys see this one? Also, don't forget, this is my second beer of the show, so, you know, things might be getting dicey at this point on my judgment, but it's not a very easy to score fight with all how they're splitting things up. What is up, Aosas? Got 1 minute, 15 seconds left to go, and it says, do you think the octagon control is going to Chaos? That's a good question. I still don't know how much they favor octagon control into that. I think in some ways that's something that they used to use, and now they look a little bit more on what the output is. Look at this. Look at Chaos connecting here. Nicely done. I just think in terms of who's feeling the strikes more, it looks like Michelle is taking more of the absorption. And it says, what is the significant strikes? Hasn't been displayed. I don't think I've seen it happen yet. But Perea getting in some nice knees here against the cage. That's going to, I think, help him a little bit more. Williams, very quickly reverses and then again gets that nice inside hook each time. If I am Perea, I think your coaches have to tell you to start swinging a little bit more for the fences. Nice. Holy fuck. Just a standing rear naked choke. Oh, he has to let it go. And Chaos Williams did not like that. I think that was the only peek that we've really seen into something that is very interesting in that round. How do you score that round? Despite that rear naked choke with just 20 seconds in that round, I think that Chaos has that round. I think that he had better pop to his punches. I think that he was rocking Perea when he did connect a little bit more than Perea's did. MMA Fighting is disagreeing with me, though. They say, strong finish for round 2 for Perea. He's dodging and then connecting. He goes for a standing choke, and then it's Williams to the mat. That's the buzzer, though. Yeah, I don't know about that. I'm a little bit more open to seeing how everybody else feels on that one. Hit me with your notes, comments, concerns, hints, allegations. Give us a like and a share, and we will give you a toast on air. That is as easy as it works here, family. You know us. You know how we work. You know that's just how the way the game goes. I'm going to take a quick look over at Flow Grappling and see if they have anything significant to report. Oh, we go to the third and final round now. I mean, yeah, if I'm Perea, I'm probably swinging like holy fucking hell on this round. I think he has to make it really dirty. I think he really has to continue to get Chaos, especially outside of where he's comfortable being. Like shit like that. Him throwing some spinning nonsense, that's where you want to be, bro. And look, when that happens, Williams has a hard time adjusting and starts missing on his punches. Look at that. And I mean, every time you see him, he gets out a little bit better. Bobs, weaves. Williams continues to look a little bit more flat-footed in that section. All right, over on Flow Grappling, it looks like a guy named A. Gerbil. Not lying. Literally his name, A. Gerbil. Too much. He is in... Oh, no. Don't want it moved. Bring it back. Thank you. Apologies for everybody who is watching on the Instagram. Just want to make sure that we are not going to over-connect on this one. But yes, A. Gerbil versus N. Wyatt. The two names of the gents there. Look at this. Perea is 11-13. They did show the strikes, but it does look like Chaos is 17-5 and then larger on the actual leg kicks here as well. And I just saw a note that said... I don't want this to go to the judges. It says, what do you think of the round graphics? They're okay. Yep, more nonsense. That's where we excel, Michelle Perea. I don't like Chaos's leg kicks. Yeah, you and me both, bud. Would you rock Michelle's haircut? I don't think I can. My head is too awkward. It does not. It also doesn't grow like that. One thing I learned during quarantine is it starts throwing and then it just, like, there's no shape to it anymore. Like, if I go to look at some of those interviews that I did, not my favorite hair look and styles, but it's what we had to do when we weren't supposed to go out. You know, it was unfortunate, but it's what we had to do to get by, kids. Right now, though, Williams... Ooh, nice connection. That was a nice stiff jab. But again, Williams returns with the punch of his own. I think that DC is calling him Michael. And I swore that we're supposed to call him Michelle. But of course, leave it to DC to not do his homework. And the note here says he's been missing a lot of those leg kicks. Yeah, but for him to be ahead, that's still pretty good. Nice kick there over by Michelle, who goes in for the takedown. He's going to score it here, and Williams is flat on his back. If you were trying to get a win here, that is exactly where you want to be. Yeah, that's going to be pretty impressive here. It says, well, I guess Michelle Perea is fighting like a normal person now. I hope you're happy. Ben Folk says, I, for one, am not. Same. Takedown indeed. Woo! Good knee to the midsection there by Perea. What is up, Vern Jordan? So let's see. 7-15 Perea. He lost that one. Second round Perea 17-24. He did not outstrike him there. I mean, Williams has been outstriking Perea. The real question is, how are people going to see that? Oof. This is a wacky-ass fight, y'all. All right, more exchanges. Ooh, nice pickup there by Perea, who gets the takedown again. But he's in Williams' guard. This would have been a great opportunity maybe about a round ago for Perea to work in this position, but that's not going to be a ton of time for Williams to be able to hold that guard with anything significant. Thank you to producer wife Kelly, who's provided us with an amazing dinner for tonight, which I will get to eat, I think, sooner than later. Probably not this minute. Interesting fight all the way through. Robert is guessing a draw. I don't think it's going to be a draw. Up in the air? Yes. Possibly Chaos's? Yes. Michelle's? I don't know. That one seems like a bigger walk to me, but it will be close. Where do you guys have it? You tell me. I already heard there a draw from Robert, but I am intrigued to hear where you guys are going to go on this one. I'm going to go ahead and make sure we give this a share on my Facebook, and then we should be all caught up, and then we're in the home stretch here, kids. 2 more fights. And these are also going to be very, very highly anticipated fights, so I'm very excited for that. And main event coming up. Join in. UFC Vegas 17. Well, bam. Shared. Okay, we go to the decision. Your result is as follows. 29-28. Michelle Perea. Uh-oh. Well, at least we get breakdancing, but Chaos Williams is probably going to go stare a hole into a mirror right now. Oof, that's going to be an interesting fight. Let's see him do some breakdancing. Breakdance. Up in the air, Chaos. It says, wow, unanimous. And then Robert says, I was closer than you guys were. Were you? Is that how we do fight picks now? It's not exactly like horseshoes where you're like, well, look, I got it. It's like, no, you're still pretty far away. That's a weird one. Listen, I'm not against Michelle winning. It's just fucking weird as fuck. And they just shoot him out of the octagon. I mean, dude, they don't want anything else to go wrong at this point. Yeah, Bisping is pretty much alleging how close this was all the way through. Well, it looks like A Gerbil won on Flow. So we'll keep you updated more at that as we go. DC is now looking in the camera, everybody. This is good. Going over to Third Coast. There's so much Dutch Brazil being said right now. What is up? Ah, look at that. What's up, sir? How you doing, Sullivan? Alright, Adrian, they're still not even close. The prelims are still happening. Oh, he says he's ready to go fight in 2-3 weeks. Says excited for the Cheeto Jose fight. And DC is asking, was it the plan to steal the round using your wrestling? It sounds exactly like it's out of the DC playbook, by the way. Let's see what he has to say. They're taking the few moments to go ahead and do that. It says, now that you mentioned DC's eye contact, now it's bothering me. There's a lot of moving parts that happen when you work on a broadcast like this, so I do understand the difficulty of trying to do this. That's difficult. But I think that either one of two things happens. One, you have a producer that's writing it out for DC and going, read this. But, like, this is way better sustained eye contact than you've seen from anything else. What's up, Sweatshop Eddie? But yes, I think a lot of us are excited for the Cheeto Jose fight. No Way Jose Aldo versus one Cheeto Rivera. Thank you very much, Michelle. Nope, still pushing to fight in 2 weeks. He flexed on those hoes at the end of the interview, and they quickly take the headset off of him. And everybody goes, we don't have an event in 2 weeks, so whoops. It says, why not put it on a teleprompter? You think they would put it on a teleprompter? Come on. What's up, Bobby? Like an anchorman. I think that's the issue. DC has a very strange way that he reads copy. So most people can kind of read where they'll say, oh, here's the sentence, and here's the noun, and here's how I'm putting it together. A little broken up, but, you know, it gets the job done. DC definitely reads it like this. You know, one of these guys, his thing is going to be like oh, I'm so excited. Like, it gets broken up very badly. So I actually think it's probably worse if you put him on teleprompter. It says, yo, buddy, watching UCLA versus Stanford sounds good. Sugar's still mad about the opportunity. Ankle broke. Hey, man, you know what? I'll say this about Sugar Sean. I feel like it is every fighter's responsibility to believe they can win every fight in the world. And yes, even the ones that they lose, they should still be humble enough to say, yeah, I lost that. But acknowledge, hey, listen, I'm going to bet on me. That's essentially what you did see Sugar say, but in not that variation. It became more like, he ain't nothing, I broke him, blah, blah, blah. Like, the same thing happened with Tony Ferguson this week saying, I mentally broke Charles Oliveira this week. And it's like, when? In that first round when he couldn't finish me. No? What do you mean you broke him? He beat the fuck out of you for 3 rounds. Yeah, but I broke him. You know what? in the sake of just keeping things going, sure, you did it. We love you. You're great. So that's what I could say. It says, what are you covering now and what channel is it on? Same thing, the UFC. It is still happening on ESPN Plus. We're at the co-main and the main event coming up very soon. So very excited. Cheeto versus Aldo. And then there's just drip. I don't know what that means. Do I want to know what that means? Looks weird. Hey, here's a good way to remind you guys. If you give us a like and a share on Facebook, we give you a toast on air, just like we do those fighters who get finishes within regulation. Guess what? Next month, the UFC comes back, and it's Conor McGregor versus Dustin Poirier for charity. That's right. CTE for charity. Get excited. It is nice to see Conor McGregor trying to do a face turn at this point, and by all it means, we kind of need somebody to root for. However, he's going up against a very popular Dustin Poirier, who, I don't know, man. He's made such drastic improvements to his style and what he does. We're really banking on a Conor McGregor still being at the standard he was. And we did see him fight against one Cowboy Cerrone earlier this year, and that was pretty impressive. But what's he going to look like? It says Collision Course record 6-2 and 12 or 10-2. I think this is in the UFC. Finishes 5-6. Main event 7-8. Championships 1-2 with asterisks next to it. So good to note. But I think they're talking about their UFC record, which is fairly impressive on both sides. And it says, is anybody going to watch Connie McWeeny versus Poirier? Absolutely they will. How do you not want to watch that? Look at those two guys. Conor McGregor is batshit crazy, but he's the batshit crazy we want to watch. And Dustin Poirier is violence personified. I thought that was going to be his only way of potentially beating one Khabib Nurmagomedov. Guess what? Not the answer. So that's what we got going on. That happens next month. That should be very fun to watch. And apparently has title implications. We're not really sure what it is. So it is very awkward to see those things be said, but they still don't know what they want to do with Khabib. Even though Khabib said he retired, it seemed like Dana White was going the la 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 la, I don't hear you, no 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 no. So there's that. There you are, Jose Aldo. Who do you guys got? Chime in. Christopher James Velez already is on top of it. Says Jose Aldo. Where are you guys at? Tell me in the comment section. Very excited to see that. Oof. Marlon Cheeto Vera. Very excited to see how he plays this one on out. Gotta say, dude, I think I'm going for Marlon. I think I'm going for Cheeto Vera. Let's do it. They're coming back from commercial break, and that is the fight we are going to see. Then we are just moments away after that from your main event. And it sounds right here, Verdict MMA, from just the fan standpoint, rounds 1 and 2 were razor thin from the fan vote. It was just plus 1/10 of a point from the fan vote for Chaos Williams in round number 1. In round number 2, it was plus 1/16 of a point from Michel Perea. The third round, way more firmly in Perea's vision there. So the fact that Chaos Williams looked so stunned is understood. It says, is it on ESPN? Yes, it is. Wait. You're talking about the Conor McGregor and the Dustin Poirier? That one's going to be pay-per-view. So, no. Damn, you don't have ESPN. How do you not have ESPN Plus? I guess we're just keeping our normal package then. Yeah, ESPN Plus is actually pretty worth it, especially if you're a UFC fan. If you don't have, that sort of stuff, I get it. That's just the way it goes. No, what you're currently watching. No, this is ESPN Plus. So, yep, that's how you have to be able to tune into that. So if you have ESPN Plus, I thought you were able to watch before. Let me just double check to see where it is also airing. For those, yeah, I see main card is ESPN Plus, and it says share your account. I cannot. Unfortunately, if I share my account, it logs me out of being able to do this. And I would tell you, what is the best way to do that? There's always crack streams. Yeah, that's the unfortunate part. I really can't even share my account because I'm always on it. Otherwise, I would. Completely. But not with you dorks. That's my best friend. It's very different. I'll make that very clear right now. Bobby has the advantage of knowing me for 30 years. Some of you guys barely have known me for 2 months. Yeah, ESPN today was just on regular ESPN. I think it's because they were doing the prelims. They do it for that. They try to make a specialized package and have these are supposed to be the things that appeal to us UFC. I'm just cheap. You should be. The shit too expensive, bro. I think all of us are hanging on by at least 3 passwords to different things that we don't have. Because one week there's something on Hulu that you're like, ooh, I gotta watch that. And they're like, do you want to subscribe to Hulu? Oh, that's cheap, but I don't know. Yo, there's something good on HBO this week. Wonder Woman's premiering. That sounds dope. How much is HBO again? Nah. All right, they're doing, I think, another promotional package for Marlon Vera and Jose Aldo. This is going to be an epic fucking fight. Marlon Vera has been on the way up. He's been putting in the time. He basically showed major disrespect to Sugar Sean a little bit earlier this year and has been capitalizing on that platform ever since. Dude is a hard worker, trains a lot with a number of our friends out in the Orange County region. But Cheeto he's a beast, man. And of course, Jose Aldo, former champ for the UFC, long time held the banner. Oh, I have HBO. No, I got HBO, bro. Thank you, though. Though we may have to talk a little bit later. Maybe we'll come up with the exchange program. Yo, I did that with Mandalorian at ESPN Plus. Oh, that's so smart. Yeah, Mando was so good, man. These people don't even know. These kids don't even know who are growing up now. It's like we had to live through prequels. Some shit got bad. There was a holiday special. You kids don't even know. You don't even know. Let me see what I got here. Double checking. If you guys want to throw your fight picks at me for this one, I will take it. All right. Bantamweight bout. Mando's so good. Absolutely, dude. I'm convinced that Baby Yoda is the only currency that we have in the United States that's worth anything. It's like the extent of our output as a region here. Be like, what are your goods and services here in the United States? Baby Yoda. That's it. What about like Tesla? Nope. Baby Yoda. That's it. Third Coast Grappling looks like they are returning. They took a little short break. I'm going to look and see what they're currently at right now. Jay Ruiz and Kennedy. Oh, they're still on their goddamn prelims. Holy fuck. What is up? Jank Von Grimm. Appreciate y'all. We're going to close this bitch up right. 2 more fights. And then I think I'm going to call it for tonight. But then tomorrow we return with, it is the EBI, aka Combat Jiu-Jitsu, and Submission Underground. We will start at 12 o'clock Best Coast time. And I think for the Submission Underground, that starts at 3 p.m. Best Coast time. So mark your calendars. Make sure you're going to come back here, join along with us. It's going to be panel shows. So for those of you who are watching on Instagram, we will be doing that directly on our Grappling Hour properties on YouTube, Facebook, Periscope, and Twitch. Yeah, that sounds right. At Grappling Hour on all of those properties. So we're just waiting a few seconds for them to get everybody in, as I am currently looking down here at my Flow Grappling. Some kids fighting in a gi. No disrespect to the kids, I just don't know who they are, and you know, it's okay. Man, it is so insane to believe that basketball was gone for like, what felt like 20 days. That's why when LeBron was like, yo, I'm so tired. Why the fuck do you mean we're going to be playing again? It's like, well, you're not going to play for a while, so you're okay. Also, my best friend, LeBron James, in case you guys didn't know. He's great. Marlon Vera, coming in, back so soon. Ah, there you are, Jose Aldo. Scarface himself. Look at him. God, dude. It's been rough watching the fall of Jose Aldo, but it is something that you kind of figure like, hey, dude, this is what he loves to do. What else do you expect him to do? And it's so weird how you become the old man in the game so quickly. Think about this. He's a 2-time featherweight champion in the UFC. He's also one of the guys who was winning beautifully in the World Extreme Cage Fighting organization. But he's on 3 straight losses in a row. So, you know, this is a tough place to be. One of the people he lost to was Marlon Moraes, who we saw a little bit earlier here tonight. He also lost to Alexander Volkanovski and twice to Max Holloway. And a loss to Conor McGregor. So, again, not the easiest fights in the world to win, if we're being so honest. So, just keep that in mind when you speak on the name of one No Way Jose Aldo. All right, let's see how this goes. I also should remind you guys, new episodes of Verbal Tap are out. We just did one with Sam from Southpaw where we recapped last week's UFC pay-per-view. If you guys haven't checked that out, it's really, really interesting stuff. Sam is actually a really fun person to talk to. So this is why I like talking about Jose Aldo. We're talking about him being over, retired, beyond where he should be fighting. The dude's 34. And Marlon Vera is actually just 28. So we're really talking about a 6-year age difference, but because our sport is crazy, they talk about one guy as, well, he's dead now. R.I.P. He's lived too long. Let him die. Marlon Vera is also super badass from Ecuador. Should be fun to see. And it says, Jose got that new Crown Royal tat. Like brand new. Yeah, it looks like it, man. Marlon Vera, very focused with his peroxided hair. Meanwhile, Scarface over on his side. He's looking lean, man. Yeah, that tat ink is real fresh. You were right on that. They're still on the gi match over on Third Coast Grappling. Unfortunately, I do not think we will make it to most of that main card, if at all. But we're going to wish all of our friends there competing the best of luck. We love them. Death Star was retweeted by, I think, the UFC. That's what it is. Karma Worthy. It says, okay, I promise you this fight's going to be fire, and then a dead emoji. I don't disagree with that. I think it's going to be a pretty interesting fight. Let's see how it goes, though. All right, kids. We're coming up in just a few seconds on the action, and we're here. We've been waiting for it. Let's see how it goes. Marlon coming in with a couple kicks to begin the fight. Aldo keeping his hands up very nicely, moving them ever so often. Says, all right, bro, since I can't watch, I'm going to move on. Great listening to you. See you. Thank you very much, Bobby. Good to see you, bro. Love you. John Anik says, I got that main event anxiety for this one. John Anik, take the night off. You're not even on this call. Go home. Derek Brunson chiming in and says, if this doesn't get you excited for Aldo fights, you aren't human. Sure. What's up, Zaniel? Good kick there over by Aldo. Vera returns with a teep kick of his own. Very interesting movement thus far in. Only 1 minute into a 15-minute round fight. Or a 15-minute fight, I should say. All around, 3 rounds. Marlon catching an opportunity here. Charging in on Aldo, pushing him up against the cage. Aldo looking a little, not out of his range here, but definitely a little concerned as to what he needs to do. Marlon coming in with some really well-timed knees. There's a lot of energy being expanded here. It does look like you are seeing Aldo try to hit some knees of his own. Nothing doing, though. Comes in with a hook, but he's so blocked with this cage positioning that he really can't put any force to these punches. Okay. Vera is continuing to put just all of the pressure in the world on Jose Aldo as much as he can. Aldo shrugs to the other side now. This might actually be a little bit better for him. He's trying to pummel underneath. He has one underhook. Vera not letting him get too much on the inside here. Aldo does reverse the position, almost like Vera kind of entertained it. They break apart. They go back to center of the octagon. Vera quickly coming in with a cross of his own. Nice kick to that knee by Vera. Yeah, I think Aldo's very much keeping a very concerned eye. Now, as you see him, I mean, look at this, dude. The way that Aldo's respecting Vera, he's keeping an eye on him, making sure that he doesn't charge in. I think he's gotten a little bit of a preview as to how quickly Vera is able to take advantage of a given situation. Nice overhand right there by Aldo. God, even just hearing like peaks of DC commentary make me mute this. Nice to the body right there. And it says, quick look in, go Aldo. Very nice here. Good to see you. Aldo is not out of his league thus far in, so we're looking okay. Now he's trying to chop down on Shido's legs. A very interesting beginning to this fight. Earlier, just in case you didn't see, Cheeto pushed up Aldo against the cage for a bulk of the fight, so he was kind of preoccupied there. Swing and a miss by Aldo. Vera pressing forward. Let's see how this goes. Cheeto comes on in. Aldo comes in with a kick. Steps out of range. Now they return back to the center. A very interesting fight. Aldo has found a home for a couple of those strikes to the body. Nice. Aldo charging forward, gets in. Not only, combination, mixing it up between both strikes and kicks. All right, we end the very first round. Very interesting round. I'll let you guys tell me how you thought that one ended up going. In case you were wondering on that quick look in, go Aldo. Indeed. I thought he looked pretty good. I thought he was a little preoccupied for the bulk of that, but he wasn't taking too many hits that really was rendering him to the point where he was going to be hurt or badly hurt. I think he's pacing himself quite nicely, one might say. But you guys can tell me differently. Feel free. Whoo. Here we go. Round second coming up in a second. Appreciate you. My name is Rafa Esparza. I host this show. It's called Grappling Hour. I hope that you guys are having a fantastic evening. If you're not, have one. Grab a beer. Enjoy. Get excited. We have fights in front of us. How much more can you ask for? All right, kids. It says, dude, how are we this far into the card and we haven't seen Lucy? Well, Lucy has been preoccupied in the other room. So You may not get to see her tonight. Also, you shouldn't come to this show expecting to see Lucy. Lucy is a great addition that happens when she feels like it or a producer hands her to me. So no, you do not tell Lucy when to come on. But you don't do that, divas. Apparently you haven't been in the industry, so no, that's not how that works. But if she shows up, you'll see her. If not, you'll see her maybe another time. Second round, 4:45 on my clock. Nice strikes to the body. Look at that. Beautiful, beautiful hook to the body there by Aldo. It says, Lucy got to be a cat. No, I have a dog. Lucy the French bully. She's adorable. Take my word. Or don't. But clearly she has a fan base. So, just saying. Aldo off to a good start in the second round. Ooh, hoo, hoo, hoo. I like that. Now Vera is starting to mix it up a little bit himself. What's up, Shango? Good to see you, bud. I think the weird part is that Aldo's timing, as much as he's been fighting, is just like the response time's good. His acknowledgement of the position is good. And I think he knows how to conserve his energy. Let's look at this real quick. Aldo is ahead 11, 11, and 6, as opposed to Vera, whose main contribution to this fight has been leg kicks all the way through. Christopher James Velez saying Jose is staying in the pocket. I would have to agree with you there. He's looking very comfortable, very secure in what it is he's outputting here. It says from Karma, where the young fighters take notice, attack the body violently. And says never underestimate wisdom. That's true. I just don't think we've seen Marlon Vera find what it is that he wants to do just yet. And as a result, we've seen Aldo put in an incredible performance thus far in. And Aldo's... Ooh. Wow. That uppercut by Aldo had so much wind-up. Man. That dude literally just called it out like it was one of those old, like, comedy fights where you go, whoop. Amazing. Vera coming in with a couple kicks of his own. Aldo staying out of it. Right to the midsection. Beautifully done. Vera tries to back fist. Aldo gets pushed up against the cage now. This is where Vera was more effective in the fights thus far in. It should be worth noting, though, if we are going through the composite of one Jose Aldo, we do have to acknowledge this. Jose Aldo has been knocked out 4 times. However, he's only been submitted once. So if you're kind of in that realm, you got to look at the amount of times that this man has been fighting. The last time that Jose Aldo was submitted was back in 2005. So the fact that you're looking at Vera and you're thinking, okay, are you looking for a submission? Are you looking to get this to the ground? If you're going to utilize that cage, you definitely want to be on top of that dude and just try and make that pressure work. But we're talking about Jose Aldo's first professional fight was back in August of 2004. So we're talking 2004. And oddly, the name of his event was called Eco Fight, and he won that one via head kick. But this is Vera's best opportunity, is to continue putting that pressure on Jose up against the cage and making things very difficult for him to move. It's fascinating also to look at the pay-per-view bouts that he's had over the time in terms of his pay-per-view buys. They mostly hang within the region of about 200,000, which wasn't really a great marker for the UFC. But of course, this one with Conor McGregor did 1.4 million buys, and that feels like an eternity to go, even though it was December of 2015. Just goes to show how crazy the world is. Nice knee by Aldo up against the cage. Vera knows that this is a huge opportunity. Gets a nice elbow in. They end the second round. Jose goes to give him a nice high five. Vera walks off, not even looking. Let me hear your scores, guys. I would love to hear how you came on that one. Meanwhile, our pal, Zach Edwards, is taking on Jay Richards at Third Coast Grappling. They're in a leg lock shootout in the 50-50 guard. So I believe after this fight, they then go to the main card. The main card has some really, really interesting fights. So if we are not around for that one, make sure that you stay vigilant and you check in on it. It says, Jose is looking great. Christopher James Velez says, 1919. Shout those scores out. Aldo, look in it to you? Absolutely, he looks in it. It's going to be a very close fight. Aldo is... He could be ahead. It could be tied, as Christopher did just allude to. We'll have to see. Here we go. Third and final round. Marlon going up to meet and greet Jose Aldo, who now has the back, has a one hook in. It'll be interesting to see if he's able to do anything with this. He's keeping that hook. He's actually wrapped that hook not just over the leg, but almost cupping it underneath the other leg to support him back. He's close. Vera's trying to elbow him to finish. Now trying to grab around for a Kimura grip. Jose Aldo using it as an opportunity to waste him down. He has the back. He's going to have time here. 4:20 left to work here. And it says, time for that blue beer, yawn. You're good. Relax yourself. Jose Aldo. He's staying attached, and Marlon Vera is not freaking out. Marlon Vera is just trying to dump him off. But in doing so, did give up a little bit of positional awareness here. Jose Aldo is going to be able to start working on a submission here. It says, dude, keep going. Wow, what a crazy fucking thing. We do have a body triangle here. There is a rear naked choke attempt. Marlon Vera is doing a 2-on-1. Jose Aldo, I mean, that body triangle is in a good spot for him. Vera did try to bring an elbow down on it, although I don't think that's going to help matters much. That body triangle was locked in super, super tight there. If we were already thinking this was going to be a 19-19 fight, even if Jose Aldo doesn't get the finish here, it is going to be a huge thing for Marlon Vera to have to come back from. Marlon Vera's jiu-jitsu is very, very solid from all accounts from people who I know who train with him, and he is doing an excellent job 2-on-1ing here. The only thing that we aren't seeing him do is really try to get out of this body triangle, which, by the way, is the first step to really doing here. And it just asks, what did the ref do? I have no idea what the fuck he just did there right now. Almost looked like he was knocking away some of the sweat or something out of their eye. Wasn't there. He was just shooting the hand. I don't know. Maybe he was grabbing individual fingers. Because you can grab them in bunches, but if you grab single digits, it's not necessarily allowed. And you are seeing Vera suck in wind. Yeah, I guess if you are Jose Aldo at this point, why not just start punching from this position? Aldo still riding. Vera still not concerned. I think he just doesn't respect the submission game here, and that's understandable. He is standing upright, but Jose Aldo, like a backpack, still has a full body triangle. And this might actually, and it says standing up in the body triangle, I mean, it's that he's not super worried about the submission here. I think he might have dragged him over to his corner just to maybe keep a little bit better perspective. Now Jose a little bit more underneath the chin. And it says, looks like a movie scene. Yeah, I mean, it does. It definitely looks like something out of, say, what is that, a Kevin James film. Cheeto tried for slamming him on his back, but the body triangle's still in a firm position. Yep, underneath, Jose Aldo has the arm there. I think he just doesn't want to expand too much energy. And you're seeing, I don't even know, was he doing like a jerk-off motion there? I don't really know what that was all about. That was so fucking weird. 30 seconds left to go in this final round. Jose Aldo just trying to short choke here. And Marlon Vera just trying to punch back. Yeah, I think Aldo figures if I'm not going to submit him, I might as well just make life super uncomfortable for him. I mean, he's had so many opportunities here, and let me look down. I just need to double check something. Jose Aldo only has one win by submission, and I think that probably explains it. And that submission happened all the way back in 2005 at Chudo Brazil, the 7, where he got an arm triangle choke. And Vera is standing up, though if you are him, you're probably not confident about it, and he's definitely shaking his head. So you get a little bit of mixed signals. But yes, in terms of what you're saying, Jose stole that. Well, just to fill you in, it says, who's winning? This is by Kelvin. Kelvin, I can tell you with good confidence, it does look like Jose Aldo is going to take that win. So he looks like he will have a 2-1 round for the judges. We wait for that decision, but thank you very much for your question. And we didn't get to this earlier, but I just want to make sure that we do acknowledge it. But this was somebody who wrote this many things. So it just said, suck dick, suck dick. So I guess the issue is, are you having a stroke? Because it's very strange you would write that many versions of suck dick. Are you yourself sucking dick? That's an important question to answer here. And I guess the final question is, are you okay? Because only an idiot would write something like that. Anyway, Aiden O'Sullivan. Eek. Commentary much appreciated. I'm all ears for UFC, eyes for boxing. Yeah, I got you, bro. That's what we're happy to do here. We do that so in case you guys are ever, pot committed, or you got to go somewhere else and you don't really get the opportunity to go ahead and watch all the events, we try to cover them for you. What is up, Levi, that bald broker? That's a great name. I would give you business if I was looking for that. And it says, he's likely having a scotch, not a stroke. I don't know about that. Look at that sentence structure again. That's definitely somebody having a stroke. And Jose Aldo does get your decision win. Gives a nice hug to Cheeto, who punches him in the gut with one last parting gift. And they exchange words very respectfully to one another. Very good exchange to see there. They're still talking. It does not look like they're going to be done anytime soon. I think we're going to need to tell one of them to slide into the other's DMs just to make it a little bit more of a realistic conversation. Here are the notes. Official. Aldo versus Vera ends with a unanimous decision, 29-28 by all three judges. Quite interesting to see. Good for Jose Aldo, man. That was a tough fight. And it says, striking IQ is the difference. Technically, Vera is there. Aldo just looks great. Couldn't agree more. And that comes from our good pal, Kai Kamaka. Good on him. Look at that. All right. It says, Aiden may have malfunctioned. I think so, dude. I just enjoy when bots try to come in and say some shit, and it just doesn't work. You know? I do appreciate him having a replica WWE belt that he put in his photo for his profile. Lets you know you should take him seriously. Because he definitely won that. Oh no, dude! Aldo's tat washed off. Shut the fuck up. Are you serious? It did! What the fuck? What? Why would you put on that? No wonder that shit was fresh. You couldn't be more right. I would never have paid attention to that. DC needs to ask about that tat washing off. Look at his chest. You're right. And we start with an obrigado, which means respect. No, but for serious, DC, it is your journalistic responsibility to ask him why his tat washed off. And he says he doesn't get fined for sponsorship by Crown. Yeah, I hope he doesn't. I guess that's what you were saying there. I guess if it washes away and evaporates, it's kind of like a tattoo that was never there in the first place. Jose is being asked by DC, hey, your coach asked you to get a takedown. Did you feel confident that you could get that? I think he said, yeah, see, of course. Christopher James Velez, you're fucking blowing my mind. My brain won't be able to recover from this. And it says it looks like it was one of those golden placed hats from back in the day. Apparently from Ariel Helwani. Ben folks, Jose Aldo needed that one, but did he come in here with a temporary tattoo? Because there's a part of me that would love to see that become a weird ass trend in 2021. Ben folks spitting the truth bombs. What a fucking weird ass thing to see. That's so weird. My brain is blown from that. I can't believe that happened. I never thought I would see somebody wear a fake tattoo that would wash off. And then how do you not figure it's going to wash off? Because you're fighting. What happened? All right. Well, great. Look at this. Justin Renek is taking on Robert Enzel. Robert Storkheim says, O'Malley gonna get the real version of that tat? Absolutely. So they aren't putting temp tats. UFC gotta pay these fighters more. And I definitely want to put this, Robert, I didn't see this earlier, but I want to acknowledge it. Aldo made me back the money that Hardy lost me. Good for you, but you know what? Fuck you for voting for any kind of Greg Hardy. Boo. You forget the days of Golden Palace, didn't you? I guess. And it says, okay, that really makes me question my Aldo respect. Am I wrong, or is that temporary tat just wrong? I don't know what to do. I part respect to how batshit crazy it is, but I also absolutely think it's complete nonsense and stupid. I don't know what to do with it. I'm going to cut a quick promo because that's all I can do. I feel like this is my responsibility. If they're not going to do it, I'm going to do it. Okay. Yeah. If DC wasn't going to ask about it, we have to. So you guys are going to get to see me cut this promo live right now. Ready? Here we go. Yo, congratulations are in order to one, No Way Jose Aldo. Vintage, amazing striking. One question, though. What the fuck happened? Who wears a tattoo that just evaporates? Are you allowed to do that? And was he wearing a Crown Royale tattoo. That's what our fans were telling us on the live broadcast. Anyway, I guess what I'm telling you guys is we're going to finish up strong. Join us for the live companion that we're doing. We'll be on Instagram and all Grappling Hour platforms. Do it. One take. Look at that. There we go. Share to that. All right. Now, coming back to you guys, and it says, I think you're not wrong to just acknowledge how stupid that is. Hardy 2024, you stop that. Awesome. And it says, Jose isn't from Rio, so why did DC say King of Rio? DC, how do I put this, does not have what we call the book smarts. Okay? Like, he'll tell you what a good takedown looks like, but if you say, hey, DC, tell me your favorite parts from The Merchant of Venice, he'll tell you, I definitely didn't read that. Or, maybe on a smaller scale, you say, DC, what did you score in the SATs? And he'd be like, about 100, and you go, DC, you get 200 points just for saying your name right. I didn't do that. That does explain everything here. Okay. DC is exactly why I'm here. You know, I gotta say, it makes me feel great for two reasons, and I'll explain why. The first of which is that you are making us feel like what we do here is justified. The second reason is that you let me know that you are an educated and smart viewer, because that is really what we're shooting for here on this show. I don't want just garbage fans. I am looking for real, smart, legitimately great fans. So that is my great hope, is whenever we do these broadcasts that we have upped the level of MMA fan. But thank you. It says, if tamp tats aren't allowed, are real tattoos any different? Win had a Nike tat. That's a great question. I could also probably guarantee you Win is not making money from Nike, so. Jesus, Buffalo is going to be in there. Andrew Alexander, are you doing okay? Just checking in on you, fam. I hope you're doing fine. If not, I'm not going to care, but, you know, I want to make sure you're good. Yes, we are coming up on the main event very shortly, which should be a very fun one. Just to remind you guys who is in that, in case you live under a rock or you just functionally don't follow too much. Steven Wonderboy Thompson versus Jeff Nial. That is coming up very shortly. Very excited for that. All right. I would love to hear who you think is going to win. Chime off in the comment section below, and we will keep this party rocking not all night long, but like long enough. Listen to this. We got a nice share over here from our friends over at Down to Roll, who, by the way, I have to go ahead and call. I have been very busy, and my apologies for not finding a time when we can chat. But this cheers goes on out to our friends over at downtoroll.com. Hey, guys, I know things are tough. I know times are tough, especially with all of these rates of coronavirus spiking yet again. But you know who can help you out? Go to our friends over at downtoroll.com. Find yourself a training partner who will commit to only just training and socially distancing and washing their hands and all that sort of stuff. You can find 1-2 training partners where you can go find a place to train. Some people have setups over at their house, and we highly encourage you to use that as a way to get around training when gyms are closed or things are not open. So go visit downtoroll.com. Our friends, we endorse it. We hope you get good things out of it. Cheers. All right. The note here from Christopher James Velez says, Wonder Boy. It's got to be a weird-ass fucking name to be put, by the way. What would you like us to refer to you as? A Tenacious D song, please? Wow. Tim Spriggs putting up $250K to take on one. Damn. Dylan Dennis. Let me make sure. Nope. There we go. Just making sure you guys hear us okay on the Instagram. Thank you so much for watching. Appreciate you guys. I see this. It says they do Muay Thai. No, I don't think that they do Muay Thai, but you can definitely look into that. Because there might be people who are up for doing that sort of shit. One of my homies I've been doing striking privates with, where it's just me and him. I'm pretty sure there are people who are like him who are looking for people to train during this very stupid and crazy time. Christopher James Velez says, down to roll doing the Lord's work. Absolutely, dude. They are good people. All right. Coming up, we have more and more things to just finalize the evening, my friends. It has been a phenomenal night of combat sportery. I'm just going to make sure that we catch the last of whatever we are on Flow Grappling. Nope, I do not want them there. I want them over here. And let's see if they ended up declaring a winner for Rennick versus Enzel, both friends of the show. So I am playing Switzerland on that one. I think they're actually still in the process of finishing that fight. But I have to unhook my fucking AirPods or else it keeps switching the voice where I'm talking to the Instagram with pristine sound. Bluetooth off. Bam. All right. Tell me who you think is winning. We have already got Neil making his way on in. All right. Enzel and Rennick. It's 3:22 left to go on their fight. All right, guys. Tell me who you think is going to win. I already heard here Wonder Boy. Is that the general consensus of the group here today? If not, if so, please chime in. Tell me in the comment section. And just so that you guys know, when we do finish here, we're going to call it wraps for tonight. Then tomorrow we return back for an excellent installment of Grappling Hour's Fight Companion for both Combat Jiu-Jitsu for the females and also for Submission Underground 19. Come join us again. We're going to have a blast. And I think you'll find that whenever we do the panel shows, we have a lot of things to say. Not short on opinions, as I guess the way to go ahead and put that one. So that's what we have. Again, go give some love. We just got some new shirts in for the Grappling Hour show. Just in case you guys were aware, or even if you're not, go support us. The Grappling Hour, you can find it. We'll link it on both our website a little bit later today, but you can also find it pinned in the comment section of our Facebook as Stephen Wonderboy Thompson makes his way on out right now. So appreciate you guys joining us and having fun with us all evening long. You know, we always have a blast doing these things. This is the last UFC event that we do a fight companion for this year. However, when we come back in January, we're going to have lots more to commentate on. There might even be an event, but we're definitely doing some special sort of things here on the show within the next few weeks. And it says, thanks in advance if I get distracted by boxing. Really enjoyed this. Well, I really enjoy you. Thank you so much. And I look forward to seeing you send us a photo. It's very easy to reach out to us on Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, any of those places. And send us a photo and we will do a toast for you when you end up getting that. And we'll film that and we'll put that there. Christopher James Velez says he is in the zone. What is up, Tap or Nat? Cool name. Azel and Rennick still going on their sides, and Rennick is moving his legs back and forth very quickly. Jeff Neal walked out to Don't Push Me by 50 Cent, Eminem, and Lloyd Banks. Oh, Wonder Boy. Let's see what other things are being said at the moment. God, we can't overlook the fact that there was a fake tattoo that was worn by a grown man. But yes, this is the only appearance for both Wonderboy Thompson and Jeff Neal in 2020, and it's the final fight of the year. Fascinating. course, Wonderboy Thompson walking out to, what else would you expect? Wonderboy by the D. Got a note here that said he's in the zone. Let's see what they're doing over on the Third Coast Grappling. We're seeing a weird flash of Caesar. Look, they're all going into seizures right now over on that show with their lighting. Oh, it's nice to know that they're not wearing sunglasses on this one because they always look terrible wearing sunglasses on that commentary team. It's really embarrassing, so I'm glad that they got rid of it. That's good to know. All right, good time to remind you guys, if you give us a like and a share on Facebook, the fake mean mug by Steven Wonderboy Thompson, by the way, on his fight profile is too much when they do the tail of the tape. It says, dude, Wonderboy is such a class act. How can anyone not like him? Very easily, the fight game is filled with people who are dumb. Let's just be very clear. People are not always smart. So, it's very easy. Plus, fights are really the last bastion of racism. You really get an opportunity to just say, I don't like that guy. And when people go, why? You go, no reason. Is it because he's white? No. But I'm not going to say yes. So, it says, shout out to Wonderboy's dad, not being as annoying as Weidman's dad. Oh. But that's his boy, and he's proud of him, man. Come on, bro. Did Robert Ezell end up getting a submission there? Because I do not see them going to overtime. I'll have to chat with them a little bit later. Jeff Neal coming out of Dallas, Texas. Good for him. 13-2. It's a good record. Let's see how this pays out. It says Jose Aldo wants the returning TJ Dillashaw next. Don't hate it. Kind of into that. (15-4-1). Yeah. It's so weird when you talk about Wonderboy's losses because I don't feel like I've ever harped on any of those. I just go, yeah, he does have some losses, but I've never really put it into excellent context. His losses are to Pettis, Till, Woodley, and Matt Brown. Only one being a knockout comes from Anthony Pettis. So that tells you how batshit crazy these divisions get. But yes, he is a person who has 7 wins by knockout and 7 wins by decision. So an equal amount of flip a coin. It says anyone who was there at UFC 209 for Wonderboy versus Woodley would boycott both men, Mr. Velez. Interesting. And it says NMF title on the line. All right, here we go. I got 4:55 on my clock. Hopefully you do too. Let's go. All right, DC's talking about takedowns in the text that he gets about takedowns, so I'm going to go ahead and mute that entirely. We begin already. You've seen Wonderboy get in a couple kicks here to begin the fight thus far in. That's actually pretty good action over on Third Coast Grappling. It looks like there's a guillotine. Ooh. Good on him, man. He does get the guillotine tap right there. Wow. That was impressive. All right, back to the action there. Hashtag I was there. All right. Well, we'll stop that right now. Nice kick over there by Wonderboy, who then does a roundabout turn very quickly. Big ups to Carson for getting that nice submission finish. That was a pretty savage guillotine by him. All right. Nials already looks like he's maybe a little bit bloodied up. I can't see. I just want to double check that in a second here. But if that's the case, damn, Wonderboy. Wonderboy circling. Looking for his time to find in a good strike here. Ooh, nice counter there by Neil. Oh, he is trying to press him up against this. That's awesome to see. Wonderboy responded pretty good there. He didn't let him press him up against the cage for too long. Returns with a good 1-2. Neil, though, excellent job just making things a little bit unusual for Wonderboy Thompson to absorb. Yeah, he's trying to crack him real quick. Wonderboy slips on a return kick, gets immediately back up. Yeah. This backing out into the cage and pressuring him there is a huge, interesting moment for Neil. And Wonderboy coming in with a switch kick. It's always great to see the extension that Wonderboy can do. Like, he can make very quick, real-time decisions on how he wants to switch his kicks. It's just always impressive to me to see somebody who can do that sort of a thing. I will never be able to do that, so I do have an appreciation for it. Wonderboy kind of sliding on out. This is the first of potentially 5 rounds. Though we'll have to see. Wonderboy almost looked like he was about to trip over an advancing Neil's foot there. I think Wonderboy is trying to find exactly the angles he needs to just stay out of range. Yeah, Neil's pressing forward like a madman, dude. We'll have to see how this plays out for him. Very much appreciate it. Wonderboy comes in, tries to get a jab real quick, and gets a nice countered right on the button. Going to the body now a couple times. I think he's literally just surveying what Neil is putting out there. Keeping a passing eye over on Third Coast Grappling as well. So just in case you want to know what is happening on both of those resources, we are doing our best. Be sure to let us know. What's up, Jits Mom? Welcome back. Third Coast Grappling still going strong. They are now into Tevin versus Isaiah. And in a few matches, you will start to see some of these hot fire ones, including Jordan Holy versus Ruben Vera, Andrew Tackett, Damian Anderson, John Combs, Pedro Mourinho, and then Edwin Najmi, Cody Steele, Thiago Macedo versus Johnny Tama, and then William Tackett versus Philippe Andrew. Wonderboy tries to come in with a hook kick. Trips a little bit off of it. I'm wondering if Wonderboy might be a little injured here. There's a bit of a timeout, and I don't know why. Was there like an accidental headbutt there? Yep. Spin kick, and there's a clash of heads. Looks like there's a cut just above Thompson's eye. Eek. No! Well, you know what? You can kiss that nicest motherfucker title goodbye now. Facebutt is actually the more correct term. I will defer to you on that one. It says, get the cut man in. They literally collided faces. Yeah, I'm with you on that. Well, Wonderboy is not really coming out of this one unscathed as well. Mark Goodard telling both of these gents to come back in with the authority of a parent looking at their kids who just kind of bloodied each other up and says, you know what, you might as well finish it out. First round comes to a close. And Wonderboy might have given a bro hug to Neil. Do we need to do that? Like, I understand the high five. That's perfectly fine. It's like, hey, bud, I'm going to see you again in like 5 minutes. So yeah, both cutmen are addressing this. It always amazes me how much work you can get done in just 60 seconds. Way better description. I think we all agree on that. And it says, see, Wonderboy is the nicest motherfucker. Yeah, I mean, he is. But not by face butting somebody. That's not what a nice motherfucker does. By the way, I feel like anybody who gets any of these titles should be given the title, not by The Rock, which, by the way, amazing. And look at that. Thompson ahead on significant strikes, 19-10. But it should actually be given out by Samuel L. Jackson. That's like, this is one nice motherfucker. So, I'm just saying. These are just the producer things that are in my brain. You guys can enact on them any way you want to. Or not. It's fine. Do what you want. Free country. So here we go. Round number 2 of 5. I mean, you saw a little bit a while ago in between the break. You had one Kelvin Gastelum saying Wonderboy's footwork is looking extra crispy right now. Now Neil putting a little bit better of a strategy of trying to get a takedown on him. That was smart. It says, weird that they don't have a Vaseline sponsorship. Yeah, I don't know. Sometimes other people want to fully be associated with us. Being like, Vaseline. Remember, next time you get punched in the head, here you go. It says, Wonderboy NMF won that first round. It says, playing patty cake against the cage. Sure. I don't necessarily disagree with you on that. But these seem to be two fighters, especially in Wonderboy's case, who excel off of trying to score that knockout while standing dead center of the cage. Ooh, good timing there by Wonderboy. Vaseline cures all. All right. Nice kick. Neil very aptly staying out of range. Yeah, Wonderboy is trying to tee this up. It's very selective action that's happening there. You got, is that Bradley versus Matthias? Good for them. Bradley's one of my favorite people. It looks like he's got duct tape over one of his eyes. He's trying to go in on a heel hook here. His opponent sensing that might be the case. He kind of X's out his legs. That's over on Third Coast Grappling, by the way. Let's go back to the UFC. Bradley is in on a fucking toehold here. It's looking real dicey. Matthias trying to get out of it, and I think he does just enough to get out. Wow, that was pretty dope. Nice switch kick over again by Thompson, who now starting to feel, I think, a little bit more of his footing. I mean, Thompson is looking very light on his feet. The shoulder rotation that he does put into some of those punches are good, but he very wisely knows don't spend too much time pressed up against that cage. Nice shot to the body there. Changes the level. That was a good jab to the fucking gut there, too. I think he's finding a nice little home for a couple of those jabs. Oof. I can't tell if Wonderboy gets hurt or if he just takes a moment to just recalibrate. Because every time I see him kind of switch off of the other leg, there seems to be a moment of hesitation. I'm wondering if he's okay. We'll have to see. I mean, Neil is stalking him down. I don't know that he's really throwing as much. And Wonderboy seems very okay with letting him try to stalk him down. Nice. Thompson coming in. Good kick over the head. Switching it up nicely, though. I do have to say that. I think the strategy here for Wonderboy has been continuous movement. And it says here from Christopher James Velez, Neil has all that blood in his eyes. Yeah, I would have to agree, man. I mean, Wonderboy is also bleeding a little bit here as well. Wow. That's impressive. Third Coast Grappling has a really good match between Matthias and Bradley as well. If you do get the chance to watch that one, there's 2:30 left to go. And Matthias is ahead on points, but looking at how Bradley's mixing up all these submission attempts is pretty good as well. Again, Neil, every time he puts up Thompson against that cage, looks pretty good. Yep, another hug. Well done. What's up, Jason? AKA my enemy. How are you, sir? Good fight. Very interesting to see how the back and forth has gone between these two. Who do you guys have? Do you have it Wonderboy 2-0? 10 out of 10 corner burp. It's funny. Remain Stealing says he's fighting a ghost because he never gets hit clean. 7 out of 10. There we go. That's a little bit better. Yeah, I gotta give it up to my buddy Bradley, man. Jelpitsky, welcome to the show. Bradley has been just hunting for a submission in this Third Coast Grappling match. Now he's on top. They're going to reset them back on over to the center of the mats. We return back now on the television for the third round of the UFC. I have 4:50 on my clock. Hopefully you are somewhere in that region as well. Nice work here, though. Wonderboy just keeps moving, man. Slide shuffles. Finds his time, stays out of range for Neil. Yeah, I won't be surprised if he keeps going to that body. If he's not kicking him in the face, he literally loves to jab into that gut. Four minutes on my clock. Wonderboy Thompson, even when he's not in the right range, still finds a way to connect. I would love to see what that second round connection looks like in terms of his significant stride output, because I thought it looked pretty good that second round, man. Ooh, Neil, though. I think Neil's just trying to make it a dirty-ass, like, fucking fight. He's like, dude, I don't want to fight you clean and technical. I want you pressed up against the cage. I want to try and get as many of these punches in as possible. And I just don't need you to be standing up and continuously moving. If I can stall your movement, maybe drag you down with a little bit of my weight, I've got a shot at maybe doing a little bit better here. Almost coming up at the halfway point of the fight. And really, this is where Neil, I think he's waiting for his time to detach and then slowly look for his opportunity to get some strikes in on a Wonderboy. I think it's the wearing him down and then surprising him with that barrage of strikes that he tends to get from this position. Because that's been one of his best weapons against Wonderboy, is when he does neutralize his ability to move, but then just charges forward, and then you see Wonderboy slip out continuously. We are now officially at the halfway point. Here we go. Wonderboy, though, even though he was kind of neutralized for those few seconds, finds a good way to start getting some strikes back on in. Neil covers up, comes up top, can't connect anymore, has one good swat at him. Every time it looks like he can see it coming. Wonderboy, very perceptive to these strikes. Nice. He's doing a pretty good job in terms of walking him down, but now he's actually backing him up. which I think has been something that's been hard to see. Oh, wow. Bradley has gone from having just a little piece of tape on his eye to having his whole head covered with tape on the Third Coast Grappling. Absurd. Well, we talked a little bit about this earlier. Woo. Nice catch there. Neil comes in with a kick. Wonderboy catches it. But Neil charges ahead. Now has one underhook. Wonderboy against the cage. Aw, gives him time to put his mouthpiece back in. So kind. So nice. But instead, at least for Neil, this is a opportunity to put some of his blood on him and say, hey, listen, I've been blind by half of this. You should be blind too. Nice kick by Wonderboy. Wonderboy's no longer being nice. Unloading a little bit on him. He's hitting these strikes that are all being blocked. And Wonderboy's face is coming a little bit more red. He's even throwing his hands down a little bit as to invite him to maybe come in a little bit more. Oh, man. Bradley versus Matthias, though. Such a beautiful scramble. Good for them. And we clip down just a few seconds left. Neil looks way better this round. I guess the question is it enough? We ask you this. What is up, Pan D3? Okay. Third Coast Grappling continues on overtime with Matthias and Bradley. That's a good fight. Or a good match, I should say, for those of you who are weirded out by that association with grappling. Meanwhile, we're about to enter round 4 of potentially 5 in the big UFC fight between Neil and Wonderboy. We've been enjoying you guys. My name is Rafa Esparza. I host a show called The Grappling Hour. We always do wonderful presentations like this for every major event. We've done them for every single UFC in existence since April? I think that's when they started back up. So yeah, we have been trying to make it so that you guys, even though you are separated, we're all trying to social distance. We want to make sure that you guys are safe and you're enjoying being with friends at times like this. So we've been very, very pleased. We've had huge numbers on these things, and we've been having a blast. And I foresee us continuing these things into the year 2021 as well. So very happy to be closing out this year, finalizing this last UFC card with you guys. And then tomorrow we do our last Fight Companion of the year, I think, for Combat Jiu-Jitsu and Submission Underground, number 19. Pan 3 Sal, look at you, giving us a wave. I wave to you. Hope you're having a great day. I see 3-0 for Wonderboy by Christopher James Velez. I don't necessarily disagree with any of that. Meanwhile, Matthias and Bradley, still fire, man. That was a good match. There's only 2 minutes left of overtime for those two gents. But if it's anything like the rest of the match, you're seeing Bradley like a fucking headhunter looking for the submissions. I'm going to have to text him after I see that. We are off air. Ooh, Wonderboy. Getting mean with his striking again. Neil still covering up. And that's the whole thing is that Wonderboy may be throwing like a punch here, a punch there. They don't look like traditional combinations, but I think the movement is actually built into what he is trying to differentiate. Neil catches him against the cage. Now continues to just weigh him down. Wonderboy finds his distance, gets out. Ooh, but even in his way out now, Wonderboy has made the adjustment where every time he backs out, now he is throwing with a series of strikes that are starting to catch Neil, who's been covering up for the bulk of it. And you may notice here, Neil has been able to block a natural amount of strikes here. I wonder what Thompson's head movement. What a gift, dude. Even when it looks like some of these things are connecting, he's still making just the slight adjustment to keep him from taking the heavy brunt of those strikes. Wow. Bradley now asking for the audience to get up on their feet. I think he might have gotten a submission here. Wow, well done. 2 minutes, 16 seconds. Neil goes for a kick, and Thompson doesn't even try to rush in on him. Just kind of says, all right, you can get back up. And Bradley does get the submission finish. Good for him. What a monster. Yeah, I'll shoot him a note. Absolutely will. Minute 53, round number 4. Ooh. And every time Neil whiffs, like, dude, I don't want to take any of those strikes. Those strikes look like they would just be, unnecessary. And yet Wonderboy, breathing a little harder in this 4th round, and understandably so. But every time he cuts that corner, he finds another opening. Good kick to the body there. Nice. Wonderboy misses on a kick that would have been the midsection. And Neil now pressing ahead. Does connect. Gets one really good kick in. But it's all in transit. 1 minute left to go in 4th round. I mean, Wonderboy is no stranger to this kind of a fight, man. He knows how to pick and choose his shots, his opportunities. This is where we asked, what kind of fight are you going to get out of Wonderboy? Are you going to get, like, a knockout like he's had? Or are you going to get a decision one that you've seen him have before? And that seems to be more of the latter than the former. And still, it's quite impressive, though, the kind of performance that he's able to put on, all things considered. Neil continuing to use this underhook and a wrist grab. It almost takes away the bulk of what Wonderboy can utilize as his weapons here. He's going to keep him pressed up against the cage just for the last 10 seconds of this 4th round, which means we go into the 5th and final round at the end of their break. It's a good time to remind you guys. In case you didn't know, you probably know. But if you didn't, now you know. Look at this, Grappling Hour merch. Go to our website at grapplinghour.com. We'll have a website link to where you can go purchase this up later tonight. But if you want to show support to me, the show, the guests that we have here, the many great things that we do, we'd love it if you guys could buy one of those shirts. It means the world to us. Let's look at these stats, though. Thompson, 29, 20, 34, 19, 23, 16, and 19, 10. Thompson, by all means, has outstruck Neil in all of these rounds. What is up, Summers BJJ? It says right here, Wonderboy has 4-0, but Neil is a freaking tank. I mean, looking at these significant strikes, Neil actually outstruck Thompson in that 2nd round. So I guess it's really just going to come down to what you consider a significant strike. The impact of it is in that 2nd round. To me, it's looked like a pretty one-way affair in favor of Wonderboy Thompson. They're now zooming in on that leg, and it's something that I've been wondering since round number 1, where maybe he was kind of nursing it a little bit, but we'll have to see. I don't know. Either way, if you are nursing a leg like that and you're still fighting like this, man, you're quite good. It says, is Wonder Man growing another knee? Funny. It says trading. Yeah, here we go. last round. I got 4:30 on my clock. Let's see where you guys are at. Hopefully not too far off. Brendan Royval says, Wonderboy in a small cage is actually better. Yeah, I think it really is that right foot. He's a little bit more on his heels when he is getting out of it. Oof. Yeah. If I wasn't convinced at the very beginning, I might be now. But Wonderboy finding a home for these, I think he kind of understands, yeah, he might need to do something about this. If I'm Neil, dude, I really need to kind of bank in a little bit more on these kicks to the leg and try and chop out the other supporting leg of one Wonderboy. If he has to balance on the bad leg, then that's not going to be a great sort of approach for him. So look at this. Wonderboy walking him down now nicely and connecting on these shots. That's been one of the difficult things to watch in this one, as you do see Neil charging him ahead. And, again, that's more of the fight that you just saw here. Him pressing forward, almost connecting with an elbow. Wonderboy with a nice uppercut at the end of that exchange. Neil just has to make it really dirty, really grimy all the way through. Yeah. I think Neil probably has an idea that he's losing this fight. And again, if you watch the way how when Wonderboy does double up on these punches, Neil is doing a pretty good job of just having his hands take the bulk of them. All right, Third Coast Grappling presses on. Hopefully you guys are watching a little bit of that. They're going to have some fire matches later tonight. We've gone through them, but you should just know. The Tackett brothers, Cody Steele, John Combs, amazing individuals. Damian Anderson, don't sleep on it. Make sure you're watching. Support our friends. They've been putting on a lot of good events too. So we have nothing but appreciation for them. It says 1-2 for Thompson. He's making Neil miss again with 2 minutes left in the fight. And that's coming from one MMA fighting. Nice shot to the body there. And Neil's content just pressing him up against the cage again. And, hey, man, I thought this was going to be at least a little bit better of a strategy if he unleashed while unleashing here, like when he would release that part. And instead, he's just as tied to Wonderboy in these positions. That wrist control is solid. But I just thought the minute he would detach, trying to come in and let go, is where he seemed to connect a little bit better on Stephen Thompson. But yeah, slapping the inside of the gut here. I don't know how much more that is going to do. What is up, Everett? Last minute here in this fight. I mean, it says even a one-legged Wonderboy is still dangerous. Bro, I don't know why you're doing spinning back fucking shit when you clearly have a leg that's busted, but more power to you if you can do that sort of a thing. "40 seconds left in this 5-round fight." That elbow did connect with Wonderboy there. I guess what we're wondering is that enough? I wonder what is up with Wonderboy's knee. I don't know, man. 22 seconds. God, dude. The amount of just impressed sort of respect that I can grow for the kid is never lost upon me. But being able to fight with just that one leg and still be so as calculated as you need to be is truly impressive. And yeah, just that last few seconds, looking at his knee, just kind of, now he's saying, he's like, yeah, I think my knee might have been busted. So congrats. Thanks, dude. I mean, I definitely won the fight, but wow, what a great moment for that kid. What grit. Well, we're going to wait for the results and the post-fight interview, but things looking very promising for Steven Wonderboy Thompson. Jeff Neal is going to gain a lot of respect again for people here for just staying within it. They're going to take a quick commercial break, which is going to be a great time for us to remind you guys of all the things we need to remind you of. And it says, wow, this was a great fight. I hope his knee is not too injured. I do too, man, but I'm not liking the way he was hobbling. And I don't know exactly what it was, but I thought in that very first round, I said something to the effect of him not being, looking like he was too solid on that leg. But here we are. All right, some good reminders to you guys while we wait. It says, psh, a draw, guys. Fuck off. It says, nice work tonight. Thank you. JK. Reminders. 1, give some love to our friends over at NogiBJJGear.com. Find yourself some gear. Give somebody the gift of jiu-jitsu apparel for this Christmas. And if you do, use a promotional code GRAPPLINGHOUR15. And you'll save 15% off of whatever you put in your cart. Plus, if you give some love to our friends over at Dodgy Collective, go find yourself some spats, some rash guards, all of that sort of stuff. We love those guys. They do great artwork. I actually just went to a brewery and I saw, look at that, 140 to 108. That's still pretty impressive. But look at this. That's my buddy. This is Dodgy Collective. That's the kind of artwork you get. I wanted to just support them because they say the money goes straight to the artist, and I always give money back to people who do great things within the community. So even though they're a sponsor, I still bought some shit from them because I just want to show they're cool. All right. Official decision, and then we'll return back to business at Hey, Siri, play we are. Wow. Wonderboy Thompson about to be interviewed in a second. Yes, wins the unanimous decision 50-45. I guess I'm not surprised, motherfucker, but I still should be allowed to be impressed. And look at this. Look at this nice exchange over there. And it says, can you put my 2020 fantasy champion under my video next? You know, I actually can. So we do have confirmation. You are now the champion of your division. Guys, this is such great news. Dan Hubler has just informed me that he is the official champion of his league. League that goes all year. You can't take any breaks. You have to have all of the people in the world. And yeah, Wonderboy is noting his knee is a little not great. They're going to get to that interview, and we won't go anywhere until we hear those notes. But first, let's put on for our good friend Dan Hubler, who has been helping you guys make money all this season long. And by all this season, I mean when I thought about it, maybe about 3 months ago. That's the kind of person that we bring to this show. We have the most respect for Dan Hubler, and I don't just bring scrubs, guys. If I bring somebody to the show, you better know they're going to be fucking good at their job. So yes, we will address Dan Hubler as the 2020 fantasy champion of whatever his fantasy league is. I don't really know what it is. But either way, I think I'm taking part of it next year. I'm not trying to steal the title from him for any other reason than just to show that we've got the best pickers here in this. And plus, if I'm being honest, I have to do all this goddamn research for the show anyways. So half the time whenever I do it, I might as well just do something that seems fun. Or as Dan said, thank you for your $50 contribution, which, aka your donation. It was a really good joke. I did appreciate that, but I hate him for saying it. But yes, we will put that on his thing. Come up with a better branding for it, though. I don't really have the wording for it. 2020 Fantasy Champion seems kind of, weird, unless we have a very specific one. Illuminati Champion. Illuminati Fantasy Champion. That's actually pretty good. Yeah. Wow. Now they're going to go ahead and give him an interview. I'm sure. Oops, sorry about that loud noise, everybody. Where were we? Give some love to those people. Manscaped.com. Go buy something from them. Keep your balls in good health. And when you do that, use a promotional code, VerbalTap, to save 20% off of whatever you put in that cart. We have a Wonderboy Thompson now being interviewed. Wonderboy saying, listen, I broke 2 of my hands. I've been off for a year. And he's just glad to be back. Oops, let's turn that down. And he's saying, what happened to you going into that 5th round with your knee? And he said it slowed him down. And he said for whatever reason, just felt tight. Yeah, he's saying it came from a spin technique, he thinks, where he was trying to recover. And Wonderboy says every punch they hit him with, he just kept on coming to him. And DC is nudging him to probably cut some sort of nice. And DC is now asking, you won 2 in a row. What do you think you can expect next? But he already said what he wanted. He said he's going to be the champ. Oh, there we go. NMF versus the BMF. I like that a lot. Look at that. I like that too. Jeff Neal was saying, do you know how much it means to me that you take this fight? Stephen Thompson, I was in your shoes not too long ago. That's really nice. Look at that. That's such a great exchange between those two gents. And he's walking pretty nicely on it. All right, let's do our nice roundup here. So, as we mentioned, tomorrow we return back at noon. Do not miss it. That is noon Pacific time, 3 p.m. other whatever coast time. And then we not only are there, what's up, Grappling Gavin? We are then going to return for Submission Underground 19. We're going to have a full breakdown of all of the techniques, all the things that you see that are happening in front of you. We're going to have a panel for both of those shows. I'm super stoked, man. It is going to be a fantastic time. I want y'all to join us. It's going to be our last big fight companion of the year. I can't ask for a better audience. I can't ask for better panelists. I can't ask for better, shows to do. These are always fun to do. So I want to give my thanks on over again. Look, Two Coast Heffenweisen. Shout out to Blackbeard Craft Brew Co. for doing that one. And then, of course, the Get Toasty from on over the Trademark Brewing out in Long Beach. That was actually really good. So my thanks to you guys for tuning in. It has been a blast to hold it down for the cards tonight. We end our series of fight companions for all the UFC events. We have not missed one. And I'm pretty proud of that. I'm so happy that you guys have joined us. If you've joined us on any of this year, we hope that it has made your isolation or your lockdown or your quarantine all that much more enjoyable. It means the world to us. But yes, tomorrow we return for our last 2 fight companions of the year. And I just want to say thank you for providing some form of sanity to myself as well. So thank you again. We're going to have lots more content for you for Grappling Hour just this week. So don't go anywhere. Thank you very much, my friends. It has been a pleasure. My name is Rafa Esparza, and thank you very much, Christopher James Willis. This is awesome fight companion. Sad I won't get to you guys. See you guys until next year. Have a great holiday and a happy new year. Well, you'll see us tomorrow, so, don't get too sad. Anyway, thank you guys very much. My name is Rafa Esparza. It's been a great day for grappling. We'll see you back on the mats. Eventually.